Oh yeah, it's time for the late night boxing talks. We out here. It's a lot going on, and a lot that isn't. You know, I saw that Turkey's talking about dropping the pay-per-view price, and we're going to talk about that tonight. Whether or not members on a panel feel that it'll make a difference in what is a shrinking market. That perhaps if you lower the price of a pay per view, more people will buy it, or is it that the people that steal pay per views never had any intention of buying them anyway, regardless of what they cost? As well as Jaron Ennis's situation. Kirsten, what it do? Wancho, what it do? Kingsley, what it do? We out here. Boots' situation. There are a lot of people that are trying to chastise Boots, saying that Eddie should have did this and should have did that. It's always the same. They watch a guy drop the ball and then try to act like, oh, Eddie Hearn did something wrong. Eddie Hearn messed up. I feel so bad for Boots, Ring. Shaking my head. It's depressing. More than that, bro, it's America. De lo mío que lo quema ni el Martín está aquí. I want to get the panel's thoughts on what's going on with that. Should Eddie have given Brian Norman more money? Because look at what the alternative is. The alternative is, well, now you might have to go to the Ukraine or Germany or wherever they plan on doing that fight to defend your title, Oh, we got Ray right there. So let's get it going. Let's get it going early. I want to get some thoughts on this because you guys already know what mines are. You already know what I think. I've done several videos on it already. It's not a lot more that I could add to it, Why is Boots taking care of all the Mandos? But yeah, I agree with that, Sicario. I noticed that too. I said it in a different video. Devontae, what it do?
Yo, what's good, Ring? How you doing?
So, you see the situation with Boots, right? You see that, he might have to go to like the Ukraine or Germany or something to defend the title if he so decides to keep it. So with things being where they are, do you think that Eddie dropped the ball or no? The Normans is just greedy.
No, the Normans is greedy. Well, let me first say this. Normans is greedy and they're ducks. Standing on the same thing with Barrios. They all duck Boots. But with Boots, this is just karma. You had your chance to become undisputed. You had to fight Crawford, beat Crawford, and then you would have had to fight Spence. Or your alternative is you've seen the landscape at 147. There was with Crawford and Spence. You should have been at 154 to greet the winner. So in life, you don't get second chances all the time.
So you look at this as karma.
Yeah, Norman is a duck, but yeah, this is karma.
Ray, what do you think? Did Eddie drop the ball, or the Normans is just a couple of ducks?
Nah, because first of all, didn't he say like the money was gonna be basically 50-50 if he had accepted it at that point? Or
yeah, that's what Eddie Hearn said. That's what Eddie Hearn said. Yeah.
So at this point, let's say you give him more, right? Okay, now you give him, let's say, 2 million, 2.3 or 2.8. I think it was 2.5 that I calculated it as for him to get 1.1 after all the reductions. Okay, Bruce is going to see that. He's going to say, all right, but this is happening in my hometown. All the fans are going to be my fans. They're not going to be Brian's fans. And I'm the house fighter. I should be getting more than 1 point whatever. And then after that, it's going to be, okay, well, now we got to pay Boots maybe 2.5. Maybe we got to pay him 3. And now this fight is done. It's a pay-per-view now. Now nobody buys the fight. I don't make any money. Nobody makes any money off of this. And then if this goes through, we now have to do this 2 more times. Absolutely not. There's no way that works out. It's cutting your losses might seem harsh, but to be honest, it's like, okay, we cut our losses and we leave. Maybe Eddie could bring up a guy to win the IBF title. And then he could try to get Boots something at a 154. And to be honest, Brian Norman and the rest of them, the chance of even getting $1.7 million is out of the window because no one else is offering that.
I mean, and that's what I've maintained, that, well, on one end, you could say A, B, C, and D about Eddie, but ain't nobody going to offer you that, bro. Top Rank ain't just going to give you that kind of money. We know that. But Them other dudes ain't gonna give you that money neither. PBC not gonna send you no Hell no, bro. You crazy? So you think that no? Ultimately, Eddie made the right decision not giving them more.
Yeah, because okay, let's say you do it and you get the unified championship. For one, I want to say this right now, though I thought the fight was cool, and I think, there would have been maybe a grassroots interest, there would have been like it's a type of fight like if you put it on ESPN, I could see it doing maybe like 2.5, no, my bad, 1.5 or like maybe close to that 2 million mark, but that's really it. You can't put that
Mm,
fight on pay-per-view.
mm,
It's not.
mm.
Honestly, I might have been generous with the
No,
two
no,
one 1.7 to be
I
honest.
agree with you. That's not a pay per view, bro. Like at all. Like no, like yeah, it's a good fight, but just because it's a good fight doesn't mean it should cost $80. Absolutely not. You
No, but
know.
I don't even mean that. I mean like there's so very few people that know Brian Norman that even if you were to put that on like a free television things, I think it could do cool numbers with some decent promotion, but it's not it's not like a crazy big fight. It's like a fight that would build somebody up into another fight. That feels like what it would be.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out to Luis Puente. They're idiots. Who else is backed by money at 147? Nobody, bro. Nobody. Undefeated. What do you think, bro? Do you think Eddie did it right? That no, we're not going to give you more money? Or given the situation that Boots is now in, that yo, if you want to keep your belt, you got to fight on somebody else's promotion now. Do you think he should have given them more money? Or do you say no, he had to? He had to cut his losses. Like y'all asking for too much.
They asked for too much. It's too much to the point where Senior was talking about, fair in the fairgrounds like Vegas, bro. Who the fuck is gonna fly to Vegas to go see that fight? When it's no, it's not big. No, like, man, get the fuck out of here. If I'm Boots, right? If I'm Boots, I'm going to 54 and I'm fighting Crawford. Like
Mm,
he's gonna get that Saudi bag. It's gonna be probably way. It's gonna be way better than what he would get for Norman. Like, yeah,
yeah.
go ahead, go ahead.
And we'll get into the 54 option. Virtuoso, do you think, given the situation that Boots is in now, that somebody else's promoter won a purse bid? If you want to keep your belt, you might have to travel. In light of that, do you think Eddie made the right decision to not give the Normans more money?
I think he made the right decision, solely because Brian Norman has never made close to that type of money that he's getting. Um, and Boots, is slightly a bigger name. His name has been linked to like four fighters, I believe: Crawford, Virgil Ortiz, Stanionis. Um, I can't think of another one, but like he's been linked to more names. Whereas Brian Norman, you just got into the scene right now as a title holder who got elevated to champion, to full champion. And no one
Yeah.
has ever heard of you up until you fought Santillán, which quite frankly was an upset victory. You wasn't supposed to win that, but you did.
Mm. Okay, okay. Jeremy, who's Jeremy? Jeremy, do you think that given the situation that Boots finds himself in, that Eddie should have just caved and gave the Normans more money?
Hey, what's up? I'm actually a usual viewer, but yes, I do think that Hearn, I don't think he really did anything wrong. I think he did good to not pay the Normans any extra. Well, what he offered them, right? What he offered them was well above what they deserved. Because didn't he get paid 500K?
Bro, he got paid less than that, bro. If you look at the California Athletic Commission's sheet, the dude got $100,000.
Oh,
That's what
okay then.
that's what the shit said. It said the dude got paid, and maybe they gave him a little more off the top because they don't always give you everything so that they could give you a little extra and you don't get taxed as much. But Top Rank, bro. Top Rank don't overpay. They do not overpay, bro. So
Eddie Hearn does pay well, so Norman is stupid, and I don't like. It's always with this retard shit where it's like, I know my value. Like, no, it's just business is always name value, and like I don't know who mentioned it beforehand, but John Ennis has name value. Like his name was associated with Stanionis, Virgil Ortiz, and primarily Terrence Crawford. So naturally he does deserve more money, and he's gonna get more money regardless. But well, that's a fuck up on Norman's part of the deal.
Well, shout out to Luis Puente. Let me fight 5 times instead of 1 time to make 1.7 million. Yeah, pero tú sabes también que soy vaina de pendejo porque like the way I looked at it is this is not really about money. You know what I mean? It's not really about money because well, you okay fighting for less money all the time. You don't be getting that. So what's the difference between the dudes you be fighting and this dude? Oh, well, this dude might beat you. It's not really about money, it's about fear. That's how I look at it, you know. Jason, same question, yo. Do you think given that Boots is now in a compromising situation that if he wants to stay champion, he might have to travel and he might have to fight under somebody else's banner, right? That's the situation. In light of that, do you think that Eddie should have gave the Normans more money?
I mean, I'm starting to think yes, just because if it's getting this hard to get a fight with somebody, you're gonna have to pony up. Like, it may not be right, it may not be this or that and the other, but that's the economics of it. Like, is moving up gonna change that?
And we're going to get into that. I'm glad you brought that up because we're going to get into that. But what about escalation, Jason? That if you cave now, it's only going to embolden that many more fighters that you have to deal with in the future to make the same outrageous demands. What about escalation?
Like, that's the other part of it that I really don't have an easy answer for, because that's true, but at the same time, like, that's tomorrow's problem. You've got problems today.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I like that matter of fact response. To like, yeah, you got to worry about that shit tomorrow, bro. Because today, this your problem. All right, now I'm gonna go back around. Jason, do you think he's gonna vacate the IBF?
Only if he intends to move up. And I don't think he is. So no.
Jeremy, do you think he's gonna vacate the IBF?
No. I don't think he's gonna vacate the IBF. I
You
don't
think
like. I
you
don't
think
know
he's gonna
what.
fight this guy? You think he's gonna fight him again? This Karen Pikachu?
I, I really. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, he actually. I think the best move for him would be to move up and fight at 154. Thinking about it, because honestly, who does he have to fight at 147? Stanionis? I haven't heard anything about him recently. Norman, he won't fight him. Anyone else be like besides that, he won't make anything that he desires to make. So I think the most reasonable take would be him moving up to 154, maybe
Mm.
next year or
What do you
this
think?
year.
What do you think, Virtuoso? Do you think he's gonna drop the belt, or do you think no, he's gonna do what he's got to do to keep his belt, even if it means traveling?
Um, if Matchroom did not place a bid, that goes to show you that they show no interest in that fight.
They put up a bid, bro. They did.
But but it wasn't big enough. I don't think that fight is worth that much to them. I don't know what Boots is gonna do as far as that is concerned. I don't know if he wants to move up or drop the belt. I'm leaning more towards the latter, that he's gonna move up.
You
That
think he's gonna move up?
Yeah, and I think Turkey might need to come to the rescue for this one. Unfortunately,
Well, I mean, Turkey. Before we got to this point, I think the silver lining for Boots is that before we got to this point, Turkey said that he was going to pay for fights for him, you know? So maybe going to 54 is a good move. We'll see. We'll get into that. Undefeated, what do you think? Is he going to drop the title or no? He's going to stay at 47. He's going to do what he's got to do.
Yeah, I think he'll drop it.
Mm.
Just based on how much was a purse bid? Well, was a winning purse bid like 2 million?
The winning purse bid, it sounds like it was 2.5 because Matchroom lost the bid by 500,000. That was the difference between the two bids. So it sounds like the bid was about 2.5 or 2. I just know that they got beat by 500,000. That's why they got beat. So
2.5, meaning his own Karen's promoter was the one that won the purse bid. Do you
yep.
believe that much in Karen? Like, nah, they're probably gonna rob him. If I'm being honest, they're probably gonna rob him.
Eso es lo que yo estaba pensando. That's the same shit. I'm like, yo, they probably gonna rob this dude. Like that, cause come on, B, who believe in Karen that much, bro?
I mean,
Shit.
And for all the
he
laughing Adrian Clark is doing, it's like he's gonna make a majority of that winning percentage.
Oh yeah, like he makes he's gonna get all that money, you
Nah,
know.
that is money.
I was
No,
just
pero
watching.
ellos son unos bobos, man. Ellos son unos idiota. Go
I,
ahead, undefeated.
I was just watching an interview Senior did today with the Boxing Boys a couple like an hour ago,
Mm-hmm.
and even Nestor at a point of the interview was kind of pressing him like, okay, since that 1.7 is out the window, who else can you make it with? And all I heard was like, oh well, I'm hoping this and I'm hoping that. Like, bro,
No,
Uh,
bullipeo y vaina de
yeah,
pendejo, bullipeo. Que the real el premio, you know, the reason they're happy because
uh,
you're not happy about money you're gonna make because you're not gonna make a bunch of money. It's established. You're not gonna make a bunch of money. So the reason you're happy is because you don't have to fight Boots. That you got him off your back. That's what you're happy about. Si tú estás celebrando algo, eso es lo que tú
yeah.
estás celebrando because you're not going to make a bunch of money. Top rank, yo, bro, you see what Top Rank just put up for Yanni Beck? 350.
wow,
And Janny
bro.
Beck is
Yo,
he's
and old
known,
boy
man.
got 2 belts, though. Check it. He got 2 belts. You see what
Yo,
I
he
mean?
That's a
got two
fucking
belts,
They,
and
they
they're
steal.
paying
value
him in
Yanni Beck
David
almost.
Buster tickets.
They value Yanni Beck almost as little as I do. Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm trying to say. That if they didn't put up a huge amount, and I didn't expect them to, you know what I mean? But if they didn't put up substantial amount up for a unified middleweight champion, and Yanni Beck didn't all of a sudden become a champion, he won the IBF recently or more recently, but no, he been a champion for at least like a year now. And if that's the pay scale for him, yeah, you can't be that far off, bro. Like I don't think they about to, yeah, yo, you getting 2 mil now. You getting like, nah, homie.
Nah, they bugging.
Nah, you know what I mean? Ray, what do you think, bro? You think he's gonna move up, or you think nah, he gonna nut up and he gonna go to the Ukraine and punch Karen right in the vulva?
Hey man, look, this is where I talked about that. What's it called? Where we said, yo, you don't got to worry about that shit tomorrow. Now it's time to worry about that shit tomorrow. You beat Karen. What's next? Brian's still a pussy. Stanionis is still a pussy.
True,
Barrios is still a pussy. And
true.
guess what? Not only are they pussies, bro, they're pussies that don't make you a ton of money in the first place. That's the worst kind of shit to be. You're not a big fight, and you're making this shit difficult.
That's a
What am
damn
I
good
even here
point.
for?
That's a damn good point. That bro, you ain't gonna, you don't become Michael Jackson off of fighting them dudes, bro. You really don't. And we talked about that in another live, if y'all remember that. Like, yeah, you could go on this run, but ain't nobody gonna be bugging out because you beat Brian Norman. You know?
I'll say this though, if he does it in spectacular fashion, and if it was like he could actually get those fights back to back, that's something. But I know that's not gonna happen. Like if it's already this hard, I don't think those. If you gotta like be like tooth and nail in the negotiation room for 3 of these fights, it's just not worth it. And it's possibly gonna. It would have to be 3 pay-per-views. Absolutely not. Because if you're
That's
talking about Turkey,
a good
that's
point.
what's probably gonna happen.
That's a good point. That they're gonna
My
ask
counter
for the
argument,
moon. They're gonna ask for the moon and the stars because they know Turkey rocking with you. Go ahead, Jason.
my counter argument to that would be that's like I get what you're saying and it's all true. Like they are pussies. They're not going to fight them. They're not big fights, but that's only valid if moving up there are big fights. And the only big fight there is Crawford.
Mm.
And we already know how that song and dance goes because song and dance played at
Okay,
147.
so here's what I
No,
would say, right?
wait. Let's finish this conversation before we get into the 154. Let me go to Devontae. Devontae, do you think he's gonna drop the belt, or do you think no, he's gonna fight this dude? He's gonna do some Rambo shit and go into the enemy territory and punch Karen in the brown.
Personally, I hope he moves up. I think he will move up. If he don't, I'm gonna look at Boots sideways. Because if you don't move up, bro, what are you doing? There's nothing at 147 is dead.
It
Go
is.
through the WBO, IBF, and fight your way up like you're supposed to.
Let me get Mirage in on this joint. Click the link, Mirage. I want to get your thoughts on this. I want to get the Vegemite opinion. Now the next question, and Brim, I see you, but I know what you here to do. I already
I'm
know,
not.
and we
I'm
go.
not here to
No,
do what
we
you
go.
think
No,
I'm
no,
here to do.
we gonna do that. No, we gonna do that. We
I'm
gonna
not here to do
because
what
you
you think I'm
nah.
going to
here.
do, though. I'm
Because
really
you
not here to do what you
here.
think I'm going to do. I'm really not.
Let me
uh,
go to Jason. Let me go to Jason. Jason, do you think it's gonna be any better at 154, given that at least 2 of the alphabet titles are at the PBC?
No, because he isn't with them anymore. They're not going to fight him. The only person who'll say yes is the guy he ducked at 147, even though he claims he didn't, and his dad claims he didn't, although he admitted he did later. It's like, whichever. Yeah, the only fight up there for him is Crawford, and he ain't going to fight Crawford because you didn't fight him before. So
do you
same
agree with
Peng
that,
Dan,
Jeremy?
different number.
Do you agree with that, Jeremy? Is it the same situation at junior middle if he does go up there?
I want to think that Jerron, he probably has a few, I don't know, links up there at the PBC. I don't think, like, I know the PBC is made up of a bunch of divas, a bunch of men with boy pussies and shit, but I really don't think that they'll, like, really fuck him up. Like, I don't really think they'll try to freeze him out because at the same time, like, there are two champions there from the PBC, right? But I think he can make some good fights, especially with who was that fighter? Madrimov. Like now that Madrimov has some like fire to his name, he has some. Well, he has like value to it. He could fight him, and I don't really think he can beat Madrimov the way Crawford beat him. I don't really think Crawford very well attractive fashion, but that's regardless, right? But he could still make a name for himself at 154
Virt-
without the help of PBC.
Virtuoso, what do you think? Is the situation is moving up to junior middleweight the solution, or is it going to be just more of the same up there?
I mean, regardless, it's going to be the same. I do think that there is a possibility they could make a fight with Virgil Ortiz. Man, I mean, they're on the same platform. It shouldn't be that fucking difficult to make. Crawford also. I mean, look, man, we're talking about two other fighters that are with the PBC. That's Tim Tszyu and Fundora, right? Um, I don't know, man. They're gonna have to do something over there. They're gonna sort this situation out because they're still doing the same shit, which is staying in your own lane with your own belt and all this bullshit. But like he can go up to 160, and who knows if he'll have the same problems over there too. But I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Undefeated, what do you think? Is it la misma vaina at 154? Is it the same shit?
For Boots.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, basically, yeah, because you know how PBC is. Shit. If anything, you know what? I believe Earl will come back and he'll get a shot before Boots, even though Boots, you know, shit. They'll give Thurman a shot before Boots. Shit. It's PBC. I mean, shit.
Yeah, bro. Like I don't even rule that out. Like Thurman, might fuck around, get a title. Danny getting a goddamn
Boots
title
is a new
shot at
Crawford.
middleweight.
Shit, Victor Ortiz fought last weekend. He might get a shot before Boots. I mean,
For real.
you know,
For
you know, you
real.
know the bullshit over there.
Shout out to Mr. T. Shout out to my guy Norman Luther Brimley. That one's for you, Brim. Ray, what do you think, bro? Is junior middleweight a solution to the predicament that Boots is in? Will it be better up there, or is it more of the same?
Okay, so first thing, 154 at this point, I would say is a much more talked about division than 147. Even
Yeah.
fights that I would say you would ideally say aren't even that big are still bigger or as big as a fight at 154. To be honest, I don't think a fight with Boots versus Madrimov is much worse than a fight between Boots versus Norman. In fact, it's probably more competitive in a lot of people's eyes.
No, I
And
mean,
since you,
wait, Ray. Seth, put it this way: do we
Mhm.
like the fight? Oh yeah, we
Yes.
do. We do. Yeah, of course, we like it. But is it a better situation for him? That's the question.
Oh, you mean like it's gonna be harder, but at the same time, you wanted what's it called? You wanted the fights against guys that would be somewhat reputable, that people would care about, that people would watch you for. There they are. That's a guy. Bo Achuk, another guy. And then what's it called? I know people don't like the whole Tim Tszyu situation. They think that he's like a PBC like guy through and through. I don't necessarily believe that. I think he's trying to make a connection with an American based platform, and he really thinks for some reason those guys have it, which they don't. But if he were to get a chance to fight like Ennis, or well, more likely if the IBF ordered it, which they usually give their guys who got a title in a lower division a chance to get another one at a higher division pretty fast. I don't think that would be a huge stretch to say he could get that fight. A
Mm.
Crawford fight,
He's not
that's
getting that.
possible, but
He's not
it's like
getting that, bro.
it's not very possible
It's
unless
not.
like
He's
that
not
Canelo
get
fight is
like
dead.
he's not getting that, bro. I'm telling you, he's not
Yeah.
getting that. That like that. I don't even consider that a viable option. That's why I don't bother with it. Who agrees with Texas South that Brian Mendoza can knock him out? Anybody agree with that? That Brian knocks out Boots?
No, no,
Nah.
Nah.
no.
I like Mendoza, but
Not after the last beat
I,
he took.
Dislike
No.
him, but I seen that and I'm like, what? Did y'all go to school together or some shit, bro? What is it? What is it? Y'all from the same county? I know it's some shit like that. Like, yeah, Mendoza knocks him out. I know it's some
I
shit
agree
like
with.
that.
Well,
Go
we
ahead.
I
only
agree
seen him
with.
at 54.
Wait, go ahead, Devontae. Go ahead, Devontae. So, what was the question I had? Do you think what yeah, is 154 gonna be a better situation for Boots than what's going on at 147? Do you think it'll be better?
Yeah, I think it would be better. For one thing, I think he'd be better as a contender at 154 than he is a champion at 147. For a simple fact, you can force a mandatory, and I would go after Tim Tszyu because I do believe if he came up as a mandatory for Tim Tszyu, Tim would fight him, and that's a bigger fight than anything at 147 right now. Even fighting a Brian Mendoza, just as a resume builder, just to get yourself into contention. You know, Madrimal, Bochuk, you know.
May I ask a
He,
question?
go ahead.
Doesn't Boots have to defend the IBF to be able to utilize that status when he moves up? Because he hasn't fulfilled any obligations through the IBF to be able to utilize that title to move up to 154.
Yeah,
Am I incorrect?
I'm
Or
not sure he's gonna have a lot of juice with the IBF if he drops it. To be honest, I'm not sure
Uh,
that he would.
he never defended it,
can I
I
can
so
I respond
there's
to
no
that?
super status for him.
For what I learned the last like few years, the promoters can grease the wheels to the machinations of these belt rankings. So that's not going to be a problem. Boots being rated by the IBF on the next weight class. It's going to
mm.
happen eventually.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you're
but
gonna
I
He's
mean,
grease
going to
the
be a
wheels for
yeah,
mandatory.
that,
but
grease the wheels for
yeah, but
Brian
let's
Norman.
say this one at a time. Let's say this that at the same time the queue is full. It is full. The WBO is Terrence Crawford. That's the mandatory. The WBC is Virgil Ortiz. That's the mandatory. The IBF mandatory, I forgot who it is. Right. The IBF mandatory is Tim Tszyu, who's about to fight. And I don't know who the WBA mandatory is, but you just got to give Boots, I would say it might take a year before he's in position and has a legitimate claim to fight for a title. Yeah, it might take a year because of where the queue is now.
If Turkey gets involved, it's going to expedite that, and they're going to come running like rats.
Hmm. So I guess the next thing is, what was the question I had? What was the question I had? Um, I mean, this is essentially saying that he would be relying on outliers for fights. High risk, low reward fights. That's because that's all anybody's mentioning. Like Madrimov, yeah, that's a good fight for us, but that's a high risk, low reward fight. Same with Sergey Bohachuk. So I look at that and I say that that this isn't actually a better situation. Your only options are guys that most people are going to want to skip. They're not going to want to fight them dudes, not because they're not good. No, they're good. That's why they're skipping them. So is that really a better situation?
That's how
I
it should
mean,
be.
you're already a guy that people want to
That's
skip, so why not? I mean, you're going to be
yeah.
at 47 to be the only guy people skip. Congratulations, you'll be the only guy people skip fighting. I don't even know who you fight at 47. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, for
I'm
real.
drawing a blank. What's it called? Or you could fight other guys that people want to skip at 154. Your choice, and you'll get
So
paid for it. You'll get
let,
paid
let,
pretty well for it.
let me go to Devontae. What happens to 147 now? If Boots were to leave, what becomes of that division?
Guys,
It stands divided the way it is right now. Is going to be a wasteland until Devin, Ryan, maybe Shakur in the future.
Middleweight 2.0.
Exactly.
Basic middleweight 2.0. What do you think
stagnation.
what do you think undefeated? If Boots moves up, is anybody going to get things shaking, rattling and rolling at 147?
Mario Barrios becomes the face of the 147.
No es
Nah, just
verdad.
playing. Nah,
No,
nah,
no,
just
no,
playing.
no. No, porque no, es la verdad. Eso, mira, Mario Barrio peleó con Kittorman, peleó
Bro,
con
no,
Gervonta.
hold on, bro.
Va a
I was
pelear con
just playing,
Pacquiao. Va a pelear
bro.
con Pacquiao. He's the ace,
bro,
bro.
bro,
He's
like
the
nah, like it's just it goes stale again. It goes stale. I mean, Boots. Imagine this motherfucker. Imagine Dennis Baranicek, right? Imagine Tank tells Dennis, "Hey, I want to fight you," and Dennis is like, nah, give me some money, yada yada yada. Boots is a face of 47.
right now,
He's
yeah.
yeah, he's a big fish, and if he moves to 54, I mean, it's gonna go stale.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that the forecast is bleak. I guess does everybody agree that if Boots goes to
Bro, you
54,
know what it looks like? You never remember when Thanos ripped apart that gem from Vision?
yeah.
That's gonna be Boost once he leaves 147.
Well, you think he gonna get his ass beat?
No, I mean that's like Vision when the gem came off, it's gonna die. That's gonna be 147. It's gonna be
Oh. I mean, well, yeah, I agree with that. I mean, because the thing is that none of those guys, the only guy with any name value that would be there, and I don't mean a lot of name value either, but it is Mario Barrios. It actually would be. Come on, Stanionis is from Lithuania, bro. Come on, B. Like, do I gotta do this? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, like the dude is from Lithuania. Brian, come on, B. You a $200,000 fighter, if that. Now, you know what I mean? Like, come on, B. Who becomes IBF champion when Boots leaves?
That's it.
Devin
Oh, it would be
Haney.
Karen. That would be it. Yeah.
Oh
Devin
shit!
Haney.
Yo,
Yeah.
Karen's gonna get spanked.
I don't know if
There's
he
a
likes that
Japanese.
rehydration
There's a
clause, man. I don't
Japanese.
know about
There's a
that.
Japanese fighter at 147. That's a
At
problem.
147,
Shit,
147, Devin Haney.
I was about to say Devin Haney.
I
not
think
for
he's
the
going
IB. No, wait a minute. Not for the IBF,
rehydration clause.
right? 10
That's at
pound
140.
rehydration clause.
That's at
No, that's
147 though.
no, but bro, think it's Devin, bro. That dude is trying to walk in there 160 something, bro. He is.
Can we take
That
this moment to laugh at Ryan Garcia? Because if Boots does move up and his situation at 147 is the same, bro, this is yours for the picking if you weren't a dipshit.
man,
You
I don't even
fucking
think
idiot.
about I don't even associate Ryan with boxing, bro. I think of him as like a Klansman. I don't even like in
What
my
the fuck?
brain. Yo, dead ass. When I think about Ryan, I don't like if Ryan comes into my brain. Pause, because that shit don't even sound right.
I mean,
Yo, check it. The foul cabinet that I have Ryan under is not the boxing cabinet. It's not. It's like the Paulie Shore burnout cabinet, like you in the River Phoenix cabinet. Yeah, I mean you in that the Heath Ledger because that's what I see for him. You know, like yeah, you gonna burn out, bro. You gonna burn out. I don't really have. I don't put him
Actually,
in the boxing foul cabinet.
I'll be honest. That's not a bad pick, to be honest. Like, Ryan Garcia and Haney would probably be able to fit in there because hey, remember, we all thought, yo, they're never gonna make it to 40, and then eventually they just waited a bit longer. They were there, but they didn't really fighting anybody, and they waited till the guys kind of got older or got beat up a little bit, and then they just like started getting those belts from them.
Yeah, but
So
Ryan
Jules,
technically never was at 40, bro.
Oh,
He
whoa,
never
whoa, what's
made
it
it.
called? My bad. Tio,
so
Tio,
so
Tio is what I
Jules,
meant to refer to on that one.
what
Yeah.
you're saying is that Ryan was supposed to be Leo DiCaprio, but he ended up becoming Corey Feldman,
Yeah, he Corey Feldman, bro. They touched him. They took him in the Bohemian Grove and they was touching him, bro. Like he's a weirdo, bro. Like
and he's been
when I
fucked up ever since.
yeah, like when I think about boxing, Ryan is really not part of that conversation, bro. Like, nah, you a different conversation, Ryan. You not really a boxing conversation.
Hey, Jules,
Um, yeah.
what I see from the IBF right now is if Boots was to drop the IBF, where they're positioning things, Karen would either fight Conor Ben, if he's moved up to number 3, or Jin Sakaki. And he's nasty on the low. He is.
Jen
Jen,
Sasaki?
no. It won't be Connor because Connor's still suspended.
Yeah, but they're
He
trying to
can't
work their
fight.
way around it. They just moved him up to number 3. And you know when they move those rankings, that's a sign that there's a telltale
Yeah,
sign.
you working with the that means you working with the IBF. Yeah, but that don't mean that Robert Smith is he got an extra ground, bro. He trying to destroy you, bro.
Yeah,
That don't
I think they're working their. I think they're right now behind the scenes trying to work their way probably to get Conor Ben back in the ring. But if it's not Conor Ben, it's Jen is next because Jen's number 4.
you know what
Actually,
surprised me? Wait, you know what surprised me? That the whole time I'm asking about the future of 147, out of 8 people, not a single one said that Brian Stormin Norman is gonna explode with magic and rainbows and shit.
All
And
right, hold on. Let's address
nobody
this now,
said
so I
nothing.
never hear this again. You know
No,
that one dude, I think it was Luis Fuente who said, "Oh, he's gonna fight 5 times to get that 1.7 mil." I'm gonna keep it real, bro. He's not making it to 5 defenses. He'll
he's
make it
not.
to like 2,
No
and
Who
then
seen
it's
the
just over,
Who seen the Boca Chica fight? Who seen the Boca Chica fight? That's why I
bro.
said that.
I
Like, yo,
did. I
and I
was
Did
said,
that
perplexed how he beat Santillan. I was like, "Yo, what the fuck happened? You looked ass against Boa Chica."
He looked ass against Boy Chica because he was fighting with a broken hand. But that's another story. There's no excuses. It is what it is. But he fought with a broken hand, had to have surgery
why
right
why
after the
you
fight.
always say no
Nah.
excuses and then make
Because
excuses,
I'm
bro?
just telling you
Like,
what the fact is. He didn't perform the way he needed to perform,
all
but
right,
he did have a broken hand. But I mean, there's no excuse. At the end of the day, you walked into the ring, the bell sounded off, and you got to the ring. He didn't have the
that's
performance
cool, but
you wanted to
I'm
have.
just
Wait.
I'm
What
with
about the
Ray.
fight
I'm with
before?
Ray. I just want to
No,
say I'm with
he
Ray.
had two
He
thirty. He's had
probably
two
got he
thirty.
probably got 1 to 2 good defenses before he get got. He got 1 to 2. At top rank, you not safe. That's what I keep saying. And like, y'all dudes is dumb. Top rank fighters get got by top rank fighters all the time. That's a regular occurrence over there. If you think being over there and squatting on the belt is safe, you'll see. You gonna wish you took that 1.7. You
They
gonna
just did
The
on
wish.
Shockey
doggy dog
Foster, Breezy,
promotion.
and he was on the same side.
is sink or
Well, that's
swim?
what I'm saying. That's what I'm
But
saying.
y'all made a point though that made my antennas go up. Y'all said something about Boost going. They said you said who believes in Karen as much, and y'all said he goes over there, he going to get robbed. Well,
Well, I figure it's not just the robbery thing. There's a lot of ways you could play that situation to where you tell yourself, look, if we win the bid, he won't fight. We get his belt. You might have put up that money to get him to come up out of that belt, not necessarily for the fight. It's a lot of ways you could play it. It's not just one way that, yeah, we want to host it so that we're in control of all the judges. That's the obvious scenario. That doesn't mean it's not true either. It could be that way. They're like, yeah, they like his chances. But the other scenario is we're banking on you not fighting us. We're banking that you won't fight us again. And when you don't, we have a belt.
wouldn't it be a bad? Would it be a bad idea if Boost actually took the fight, and then just was open to fight 147 and 154? Just being able to be flexible to fight
I
both
mean,
divisions.
nah, because you can't just be going up and down like that, unless you got the synthetic, the
He's young
synthetics
enough
that'll
to
help
pull
you
it
do.
off, though. You know.
Nah, he's not. He's 20
Absolutely
something.
not.
That dude is big as shit for 147, bro. Like, hell no.
His
You
Okay.
know,
time is limited.
the thing is that it is true that how much time, and I asked this already. I did ask this weeks ago before we got here. How much time should you spend trying to go undisputed at 147, bro? Look at them dudes. Those is the dudes that sit in the back of the bus, bro. Like, y'all some bums. Like, yo, come on, Stanley Onis. You had to move back into your mother house, bro. You had to move back into your mother
Actually,
That
house.
ain't happening.
That happened. The time in between the Butayev fight and them trying to make the Ortiz fight, when all of that finally fell apart, he had to go back to Lithuania because he ran out of money to move back into his mother's house. That's for
Bro, it's
real.
gonna happen again. Since he turned down that fight offer that Eddie gave him, yo, he's gonna be having a belt unification with his mother's belt.
For real. Like
He took
he gonna be doing laundry in no time because it's like, yo, for all these podcasts that you on, bro, what's good with the fight news, bro? I ain't heard you say nothing about a fight, bro. Like, what's goody?
What's
Nah,
your next step? It's
yo,
not money.
for
the
real.
It's your
the
next step is Fed
audacity
money.
of these motherfuckers.
No, if it takes Boots more than a year and a half to unify, it's not worth it.
year and
That's
a half
and
might be a bit much. Maybe it's a
Jason,
year
that's
solid.
kind of what I was getting at. That best case scenario, you actually are able to get these people in the ring, which we can see. Yeah, that's a pipe dream. That would take about a year to a year and a half, and that's the best case scenario. The worst case scenario, shit, we already in it, bro. These dudes trying to bleed you dry, or they won't fight you. They won't.
They
So
want
what you
undisputed. You
gonna
know how
do?
long they're gonna. You know how long that shit's gonna take, man. The way they move.
That's what I'm saying. That like. But then I look at 54 and I'm like, all right, your only options at 54 is dudes that might fuck you up. Quiet
Right.
as kept. Like if we gonna call a spade, your only options at 54 is some serious dudes. Madrimov is a serious dude.
I got
Bohachuk is a serious dude. You
Look,
know?
a fight that I
Crawford
would
is a
love to
serious
see.
dude.
Yeah,
A
but
fight.
Crawford's not a real Crawford 37 years old, bro. He's trying to have guilt-free nuts. He got all that money. Like he probably gonna have another kid. Screenshot it, screen record it. I bet you Terrence gonna make another kid because he getting all this money. Like, man, fuck it, yo.
A
What's not?
fight. A fight at 54 for Boots that I would love to see, but we won't get it because of egos. It has to be Boots versus Ortiz, but we know Hearn and Oscar don't get
Yeah,
along. But
yeah.
if he put in
that'd
that
be
too,
good.
Ortiz is
Bro, I'm gonna
Oh,
be
that'll be a
honest.
great fight.
title.
I don't know. I've seen how Oscar's been moving lately, and the fact that Ortiz has such a hard fight with Boachu, I don't. I just don't
Say,
see it,
I,
bro.
I
Like
I
if
thought the
you're,
same like y'all got
bro,
Ortiz doing all the cool shit. Like y'all don't understand. He just got a gift. Did y'all not understand? That dude just got a gift, bro. They gonna
and
be
it's
very careful, very
and
careful.
remember, bro. Like look what they're doing with the Zepeda and the Stevenson fight. Like that's a fight. Everybody like there's a decent amount of people who know boxing that are like, yo, I don't really know how Stevenson wins that shit. And
I don't
Oscar's
know.
probably not a dumbass. And he could probably say that he. I don't believe he has faith in him, but that's like a fight that should be easy to call,
Yeah,
and you're not making it. And it's like
yeah.
a plus for you in every category, and
No,
no real negatives.
porque lo que oh shit. Because what he's thinking is, I don't want William to get Zertoed. You know what I mean? He don't want William to get Zertoed like Dimitri Bivol Zerto. That's what Oscar's scared of. But I agree with you that if you look at that fight, nothing about that fight tells me it's gonna be easy for Shakur. I could be wrong, but looking at it, I'm like, bro, Shakur, I don't know what you're gonna do with this dude. He's like a machine gun of punches, bro. He just keep throwing, bro. And he got decent feet, better than Isaac, better than Isaac. He pick his punches too, better than Isaac. I look at that fight, I'm like, nothing about that fight tell me it's gonna be easy for Shakur. And don't forget, you don't have that protective top rank blanket anymore. You don't have that. They
And he's
they
not
might
going
have
to
they
just
might have helped your ass out in that situation. Now Hearn, he let his boys sink or swim, man. You might sink. Haha.
and, and it's not like he can just lean back and be like, haha, your short arms can't reach me. Zepeda's got reach.
Yeah, Cepeda's got reach. He got a little bit of size at that weight. So, on the boxing shit, I'm like, shit, like Oscar should be trying to make that, if anything, but Oscar's on a lot of coke, and he
But
uses different type of drugs. So,
You're more
but
confident
what's
in
it called?
Zepeda than Oscar is.
Think about the even on the business side of it though. Like I would say Shakur, even though I think Zepeda is way more entertaining, I say Stevenson has more eyes on him. And literally, anytime you bring that fight up, the people that are kind of like casuals, they're like, "Bro, Stevenson shouldn't be beating up on these bums." So I'm like, "Yo, if you actually went in there and beat him, the amount of your career you might actually become a star, like, or at least a very big draw overnight. Like if
no,
you like,
no. The
imagine he
other
put the
thing
beats
that
on him
no,
bad.
the other thing is that he can lose, but if he gives a great account of himself, and I think he would, like, yeah, at minimum, I think William could make Shakur look bad. I think he could make him look real bad in there. It maybe beat him, maybe. So, and it's like the Mexican fans don't care about the O. That's the Americans that care about that shit. The Mexican fans ain't gonna be mad if he lose a fight. Motherfuckers still fuck with Oscar Valdez, and he lost 2 fights. One of them shits, he got his motherfucking ass whooped, bro. Now Reddy beat the shit out of him, bro. But people still fuck with Oscar, so they would still fuck with William. You gotta be willing to roll the dice, bro. So the shit crazy, man. The next shit is the Fury shit. While I go take a piss, does anybody have Fury winning the Usyk fight?
No.
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 I'll be back.
No.
Could we
I don't know.
deviate?
After I saw that video of him drinking, yeah, that was it for me too.
I
That
got
curve
Usyk with
got
the
his
stoppage
ass.
this time.
Yeah,
You
shit could
think
be
it stops
bad
him?
too. I don't know about stoppage, but I think it's just gonna be. It won't be a stoppage, but it's gonna be like a fight where people are like, "Man, you could have stopped that shit." But all right, if y'all wanted his career to end, it is what it is. It's just gonna be like a bad beating.
He should have been stopped the first fight. Well, truth be told, he should have been stopped the first fight. He gonna get stopped in the second fight.
I know
But
you
then
guys are
again, you don't know
final.
how Usyk's gonna be because he's kind of old too. So maybe if Fury's lucky enough, he slows down. No, I wouldn't put it
I
past him.
think
That
Usyk's
dude's
the
how
type
old
of
is
guy
Usyk?
though. He about 36, 37, ain't he?
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't. Yeah, that is very old. So
Hey,
maybe on age,
hey,
that's safe to say.
But
can we talk about
Take
that?
care of
Usyk's the
himself
type of
better than
fighter
Fury
though.
does. Fury is aging quicker than because Usyk take care of himself better than Fury does. So the age may not be applicable.
Fair enough.
I feel like
Somebody's trying to change the
And
topic.
Usyk's the type
What
of
were you
fighter.
trying to change it to?
can we talk about Daniel Dubois versus AJ? Man, I think Daniel has a good ass shot. I mean, I know Anthony is Anthony, but damn, I feel like this motherfucker might do some damage to Joshua, man.
How does he
Dubois
win?
doesn't move.
If you think he's gonna win, how does he win?
How does he win? He's gonna. The only way I can see him is with the pressure. Like, I mean, I haven't. Who's the
So
last person that gave him pressure? Because I know Usyk boxed his ass.
He has
Okay,
to
look,
hurt
no.
AJ early. He
The
has to
last
hurt AJ early.
legitimate pressure, like who actually pressed him and got him out of there, was Andy Ruiz. But that was Andy Ruiz when he was actually good and he wasn't shit like he is now. And I don't
Yeah,
think
Yeah,
Dan
yeah,
has the hand speed that Ruiz does.
yeah. I'm about to say Ruiz is a lot faster than Daniel though.
yeah.
no.
I think
We're overthinking this. We're overthinking this by a mile. I'm gonna say this as nicely as I can. Dubois does not move his fucking head.
that's
AJ
true.
is gonna find. AJ is gonna
Thank
jab
you,
the shit out of
thank
him
you.
and land straight, and he's gonna knock him the fuck out. Like AJ will move his head forward.
Exactly.
He did get knocked out by a jab. I keep forgetting that. So yeah, I would go AJ too. I
Yeah,
don't
but
think it's
ever
too
since
much of a
then he
hard press
been
at
on a
all.
warrior mode ever since then. But I think the key component was he doesn't move his head off the line. He'll probably
I
last a little bit, but he's gonna take a beating. But he's gonna try his best. He's gonna land a couple good shots, but he's gonna get a beating.
And
I
AJ has
agree
a
I
people
don't know,
saying
bro.
this, but sorry, go.
He goes out in the first 4 rounds. I think
Oh damn,
if he
that's
gonna put pressure on, if he puts pressure on AJ coming forward, he gonna get knocked out early.
No, Daniel's only shot is that the AJ's got a glass chin thing finally proves true after all these years.
man. That ain't true. He ain't got a glass chin
Exactly.
because look how I look at it. I think people don't really understand what a glass chin is. I think people just think if he gets knocked down, then he has a glass chin. I think that like for example, if it were a glass chin, it would be someone like Amir Khan or other fighters that like if you hit them, whether it be a jab, a hook, or an uppercut, they get buzzed. And I've seen people fight and when like you can see if they get buzzed or not visually. And AJ got buzzed only in the Ruiz fight and in the Usyk fight, if I'm remembering correctly. Usyk because he has very precise punches, and Andy he's just really fast and he's fucking fat, and so he's got a lot of weight on his hands.
Yeah, he hit him right in the temple, so he was out after that.
No,
Yeah.
if of the top heavyweights, Fury's probably the one with the glass chin because he keeps getting knocked down. He just has amazing recovery powers. Like he gets knocked down and gets back up. So
I don't know if I count
that's
as a
his
glass
thing.
chin. That could be more like having possibly honestly, he might have to do with somewhat shitty defense, to be honest. Because sometimes I'll see him get knocked down, it'll be like hands down, trying to like showboat and shit. And it's like, well, yeah, of course you got dropped on your ass. Your chin was basically up in the air.
Who you talking
If
about?
Fury.
That's true.
But I
That's
really don't like talking about Fury because I already know he's going to lose to Usyk. Most likely he'll get knocked out because he has a fragile ego.
yeah.
Knowing
I don't. I don't
that
think.
he'll sit there doing some stupid shit and he'll be fucking lit. Like lit the fuck up in his face, and I don't think that's going to end well for him against Usyk. No, I don't think so.
I don't think he recovered psychologically from that shit. Like I don't even think like you don't see that he don't even be talking like that no more. He don't be talking. You know if he ain't talking, he not feeling right. He not feeling good. And I said it in a video I did earlier today. Fury don't do immediate rematches. He don't do those. Like, yeah, the third Wilder fight was sort of immediate, but there was like a year in between there, right? If you look at all the other rematches he had, when he had a rematch with John McDermott, that took years. It was several fights in between the first one and the second one. Same with Derek Chisora. Same with Wilder. The first time you fought Wilder, 2018, you fought two other people before you fought him again. This immediate rematch, I'm like, yeah, I don't think he liked that because now you under pressure.
No, his
You only
ego.
got a little bit of time to figure this dude out.
No, his ego won't let him make any adjustments he could figure out. Like I firmly believe he does think he won that fight, crazy as it is, because I don't know how you can watch that fight ever and think he won. But he's just gonna be like on his stubborn shit. Like, no, I won. I don't need to do anything different.
I
Wait,
You won
disagree.
totally, guys.
I disagree. I think he knows by now he lost, which is why he quiet. So he is going to come out different in the rematch. I do think he's going to come out different and more serious sooner, which is what's going to get him knocked out. If you start faster, remember he was just dicking around for them first couple of rounds. He was just acting like an idiot. Then he started really boxing, hanging back. He had a little bit of success, and as soon as he came forward, mop, he got caught. So if you start sooner, you get caught sooner. That's what I think, you know?
I was gonna say, like, do you think that maybe those extra fights, because you said he had like fights in between, the first Wilder fight and the fight with McDermott and stuff. You think he needs those extra fights? Maybe not even just so he could be like, okay, I need to see what I've what's it called? Fix what I'm doing wrong in real time and like fights, but also just for like confidence boosters in the in between.
Confidence boosters, bro. To heal his brain. He's not like they be talking about this dude like he like who's that workout dude on Instagram that he be saying all that cool shit.
David
Like
Goggins.
they be acting like he the fucking David Goggins of boxing. No, he not, bro. When shit not going his way, he fall apart. You could ask him a question and he'll fall apart. So what I see is, yo, this dude lost. You don't really know what to do. The only thing you can do is come out fast, come out harder and faster. That's the only adjustment you can make. That's gonna get you knocked out. That's gonna get you knocked out.
Coming out harder and
Oh
faster
wait.
sounds like you're gonna blow your load.
Oh, and I
If
was
that
gonna say another thing is too about like 'cause we were talking like a second ago if like Fury had like a glass chin or not. We all forget that is a very top heavy man. Like that man probably does not need a lot to fall over.
no, that's what I've been saying. I don't know if it's a chin or if it's a balance issue, but I suspect it's a balance issue because look at his legs, bro. All the weight on him is in his trunk. He don't got good balance. That's why he been down so many times. So
I mean, his right leg look like it has rickets.
for real, like he looked like he bow legged, like he pigeon toed or something. Like, you know what I mean? So Turkey wants to lower the price of pay-per-views, y'all. He trying to help us out here in these struggling times. He trying to get it down to 15 to 20. Do you think it's gonna make a difference?
I want it to make a difference. I support him in this endeavor, but I'm really afraid that it's the crazy people who are charging $80 for the bullshit fights have already scared everyone off. Like you're not getting these people back because now they know where they can get it for free. Why would they pay $15-20 when they can get it for free?
You agree with that, Ray?
Yeah. But oddly enough, I was talking this to my buddy. What's it called? A couple hours ago, and he's like an MMA fan, so he was like listening to Luke Thomas talk about it. And Luke Thomas basically said, "All right, so similar to what Jason said, it's free. Free is nothing's ever going to beat free. But let's say you drop the price down. Normal pay per view. Let's say you got 300K. That's like 24 mil, right? Is the $20 pay per view going to now generate that type of money, or even more than that? Like I don't believe so. I think a lot of people are still gonna want it to be free, and maybe for like the really big fights, it will work 100%. You'll see some crazy shit like 3 or 2 million buys.
Mm-hmm.
But for fights like Crawford versus Madrimov, I don't think that's gonna be much better. I'm gonna be honest. Even though it's a good fight, I don't think it's gonna
Virtu-
be much better for
Virtuoso,
other fights like that.
do you agree with that? That it's not really going to make a difference because at this point, people know where they could get it for free.
I'm gonna be optimistic on this and think that it is gonna be leading to more people. It's gonna encourage more people to buy pay-per-views. Um, I heard Turkey said that he got off the phone with De La Hoya in regards to putting his cards on national TV, put it on terrestrial television. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good start in order to build a profile for these fighters, in order to get to build a base of fans that are willing to watch them on pay-per-view if they attract enough attention.
Mm.
So I think if they put those two things together, I think we can get somewhere positive with this thing. Because getting it for free means going onto a site like you said that could risk slowing down their computer, endangering their data, and going through all that trouble just to watch a laggy stream, and it's like you're also going to lead to getting caught if the right people might fuck you over. That's not the way to go. So I think this is more consumer friendly endeavor that I hope is going to lead more people to buy into. You know.
Jeremy, do you think it's going to make a difference? You think it's going to help or not? People still going to go to wherever they be going to watch it for free.
I think it does make a difference because look, these are $80. $80 is a lot of money for a shitty fight. So imagine paying three times less for that. And it's look here when it comes to like I think you've already said it before. Boxing is for the common person. It's like for the common people. So like removing $60 from the original pain point is I think for me can make a really big difference. Like
Mm.
like people are broke out here, but they're not that broke that like they can't pay for a pay per view for $20. Like with $20, you can buy some shit easily. Anything you can buy, not too much, but you can buy something, and if it's worth it, yeah,
The shit is that $20 is like $5 in this era. $20, that's like $5 in the era that I grew up in. That's not a lot of money. It's not. I spend more than that at Panda Express. I spend more than that on Chinese food, KFC. Like I spend more than that all the time. So
and
if you
you're
saying that the pay-per-view is only going to be like $15-$20, I feel like no, maybe it will because you don't got to do all that bullshit that you had to do before. You don't have to do none of that. Well, personally, I didn't do that shit because I would never want to leave my laptop or anything I own open to viruses and all that crazy shit. Like that's the risk you running on them websites, dog. Like all them pop-ups and shit like that. That's the risk you running. Unless you got some kind of virus control or something or ad blocker or something. I don't
yeah,
think it's worth it to
no.
be watching a pay-per-view. I don't think that shit is worth it. That's why I buy all mine.
Raise his hand. It's a
I have a
50-50.
different perspective. I live here in Mexico, so in Mexico, so what like a lot of fights here that you guys can watch, I can see that shit for free, or I just simply like a lot of channels can easily offer up that fight, and I don't really have to pay for it.
No, well,
So
that's different. That's different than the people that are stuck here on this side of the border. They got a choice. You could pay the 80, or you could roll the dice on them websites where something can happen. Go ahead, Brim.
I
It's gonna
understand.
be it's a 50-50 shot with this. It's something that will probably move towards a positive over time because a lot of people that stream they were tired of getting gouged. Some people, some I'm gonna keyword some were tired of getting gouged. So it would take maybe a couple fights, consistency of showing quality fights at that price point to where then you'll start developing where half of the people that used to would stream now will pay for it. So you won't might not come out on the positive at the beginning, but by the time you get to the third or fourth time you're doing it, then you might see something tangible where those people who before are now starting to purchase the fight because you got some consistency. consistency with it.
Mm, mm, mm. I think it might make a difference. Let me go to Leo. Leo, you wasn't here for the earlier questions. The first question I want to ask you is: do you think that Boots is gonna vacate the IBF title, or do you think he's gonna move up?
Wait a minute. Why he should vacate the IBF?
Because
What's
Karen Chukadzian's promoters won the purse bid. They're saying that the fight might go down somewhere in Europe, maybe the Ukraine, or maybe somewhere else. But basically, it's not going to be a matchroom show, and he's going to have to travel. So, do you think that based on that, because Matchroom lost the purse bid, do you think that based on that, Boots is going to vacate the title, or do you think no, he's going to fight this dude wherever you got to go, he's going to fight him?
No, I think he's gonna fight him. I think there is no chance that he drops the belt. I and I don't think Eddie Hearn is gonna pressure him to drop the belt just because the show isn't at Matchroom. I don't. Eddie Hearn doesn't strike me the kind of guy that is gonna do something like that. He's gonna get that one off, and then he's gonna go back to Matchroom. That's
Mm,
it.
So you don't think he goes to 54?
Not not for now, because
Mm,
this guy is young, and I never seen him struggling with the weight. And even at with that all that shit with him with Norman, um, I mean 154. What is gonna be any better? Really?
Well,
I
that's
don't think so.
that was the segue question. That is going to 154, in your opinion, any kind of a solution?
Is there somewhere in on his side of the street he can fight for a title?
Not real. I was going to say Crawford, but I don't consider Crawford a real option for him. I don't. Crawford don't get out of bed at 37 years old. Where he at? Crawford thinking about other things, bro. That ship sailed. You should have fought him if you should have fought him over a year ago when they came to you. Now it's too late. They don't care
Okay.
about you.
The other thing, Julius, says I've been watching you. I've been hearing you about that all that Norman situation with Boots. I have to agree with you. I think Norman is a dog. I think he's gonna get way less money. I haven't seen anywhere that says once you become a champion, you have to be paid 20 times the amount of money you've been paying before. I never seen that anywhere. But the thing is, Eddie Hearn did said that this motherfucker has to try to become try to is gonna try to go for undisputed.
Mhm.
Was talking about Boots. So yeah, you're setting yourself up to deliver. And other guys, other fighters in the past, yes, they are being overpaid to get some fights. And yeah, I understand Boots is not Canelo. You cannot give it 20 times the amount of money you were being paid before. But you have to do something for him. You sign him for a reason. You're gonna give me just mandatories
The
from
thing
here
is,
now.
the thing is that I think what kind of gets lost is Eddie was already ready to overpay this kid. Everybody's having a conversation on the premise that Brian really wanted to fight. That's how everybody's treating the conversation. What I am telling you is that you got to look at it like they didn't want to fight. And what you asking for, you're not going to get. That's why you asking for it, because you don't want it. Nobody is going to give you $2.2 million. You know that. Nobody is. You don't walk away from the 1.7 and fall into 2.2. No, who going to offer you that? Not the PBC, not Top
Jules,
Rank.
Jules, I gotta ask you a question. What was Brian Norman's claim to fame? And bias, don't say anything.
Beating Santi
His
Liao.
No, his claim to fame was him sparring Javante Tank Davis and doing well. That's how people in the real boxing community know him. And mind you, you're part of the real boxing community and you didn't even know about that. So that just shows you what the fuck his marquee value is. So for you to turn down $1.7 million after all your expenses and taxes to leave that ring with $817,000 where people are struggling, yo, bro, whatever happens to you, and we will not feel sorry for you. You feel me?
Nah, yeah,
So
like
asinine
no,
logic.
cause he said that shit. The other shit is he said that shit to Drew, cause Drew was talking shit. Shout out to Drew. Oh, all I'm gonna get is 810. All you gonna get? You saying that shit like you get that all the time, bro? And you saying that like you like you got it like that? Okay, homie.
You
Yo,
know what the problem is? But here's part of the problem, guys. They not starving for bread. They're not starving for bread. And I was going to ask you guys this question because I didn't come here to be extra and be all
Who's
goofy and
Derek
funny about it.
Cuevas, unbiased?
A fighter
Who's
at
Derek?
147. But let me finish what I was going to say. My question to all of you guys is this: do you think things would have played out differently if Norman was the first offer and not the third on the last minute tip? Because another thing
I
is this was
think
a
I
last
think
minute move.
counting other people's money
I
is the
didn't count all the people.
problem. This let me say this because
Okay.
I already seen what Brian Favre said, and I see what you doing. You counting other people's money. You worried about what Boots got for that. That's not your problem. What he got for what Avanesian? That's not your problem.
What he eat
Whatever,
don't make you
whatever,
shit, Brian.
whatever Stanionis, that's not your problem. Is your name Stanionis? It's like if you go to a gym and you looking at people that maybe they're bigger than you are. You shouldn't be looking at them. You should be looking at your motherfucking self and worrying about your motherfucking self. That's who you supposed to
That's
be
the only
looking
way you're
at.
gonna get big, bro. No
That's the
Diddy.
only
But
way
hold
you're
up,
gonna get big.
but they coming up at the last second
No
saying,
Diddy
"Hey,
though.
bench press 300 pounds right now."
No,
Remember
ain't
this one. He was the
nobody,
last. He was the
bro.
last guy to
Don't
receive an
phrase it.
offer.
But don't. So what? What? Because you got so many offers? Oh,
Last time I
oh.
checked, he had a whole lot of business going on before. But remember, the TO fight was almost set in stone.
and
Wait,
Almost
hold on,
listen.
doesn't
stop
Can
count.
it,
I
bro.
finish? Can I finish? I see y'all interrupting me.
Almost doesn't
Okay.
The TO fight
count.
was almost set, and then they got this fight. All this was done before Boots even
Check
approached
it.
Norman. All this
Check
was
it
done.
out. Check it out. Check it out. Here's the crazy part. Oh,
How much money?
Tio. Shut up, bro. I'm in the middle of a sentence. Check it out. You eat a dick. Check it out. You think you what you think? You gonna get 2.2 fighting Tio?
I was gonna say the same thing, nigga.
No, no,
Fuck.
you're not going to get 2.2 fight TO. They're probably only going to maybe get a meal. That's it.
And
But
then
you ain't giving 20. But you ain't giving
and then
25 to 35% of the top rank.
When Adrian Clark, when the taxes, here's the shit and here's the other problem. If you fight T.O. now, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought Brian would beat T.O. If he really pair up with Eddie, yeah, I got T.O. If he really hire Eddie, if you really gonna hire him, yeah, I got T.O. winning the fight. I got T.O. winning the fight. Now, if he go in there with Senior, yeah, that's your ass. That's your ass. But
Bro,
if
can I
he
speak to unbiased?
I hope he
Can I
going in with.
speak to unbiased?
I hope he
Just
going in with
from
Eddie because I want to bet you push-ups.
I don't push up. I do them shits, man. Listen, man. Bet me something real.
Bro, I'm
Go
not
ahead.
gonna.
One arm push up.
Clapping push-ups.
The
Clapping
dick.
push-ups.
I'm in push-ups, nigga.
When you do the push-up, you gotta make your ass clap.
No, eat the brown live. Eat the
No,
brown
no,
live.
hang on.
Yeah,
Shit, what
bro.
you want?
You know what time it is,
Hang
bro.
on.
You
This
know
whole
what
thing
time it
doesn't make
is.
any sense with all this. Like, I got business here. Well, all this other stuff was gonna maybe come in. Like, you were gonna make more money with Boots than you made in your entire career or with any of those other fights. So, literally, like, unless your argument is, oh, he could have gotten more with Boots, which clearly he couldn't have, then this whole argument of this other shit he had going on makes no sense. That other
No,
shit you had going on
it
wasn't
doesn't
legit.
even make sense to bring up Lopez because while I do think they're gonna revisit that fight, I do think they will because Top Rank just doesn't have a lot of options for the both of them kids, so they got to go back to it, right? It's not like Lopez gets you more money. It doesn't. And as a WBO super champion, you know he's entitled to a bigger split than a lot of other dudes as a WBO super champion. So you really not gonna get a lot of money. Nothing that you got going on gets you more money. Nothing except for that. And you blew
Can I take it a
that.
step further, Julius?
Go ahead.
Tio watching this is probably saying, all right, you can't fight Stanionis. You can't fight Barrios. You just fucked up a boost fight for 1.7 mil. I wonder, you're not going to get a dime fighting me. he might actually start getting greasy and be like, all right, bro, we're gonna fight for like, let's say 600 or 800K. And if you don't want that, I'm not even gonna bother with the mandatory shit, bro. I just won't fight you. I can stay at 40. I don't care.
Because Tio has more options than you. He has more options than you. You hoping that they'll go back to that Tio and you'll keep busy with the Cuevases of the world. Maybe you beat Cuevas. I don't know. I gotta look at Cuevas like maybe you
He
beat
sucks.
him.
He sucks. He sucks. Don't watch.
But what you? How many times is you gonna have to fight Cuevas to get at 1.7? You probably had to fight that dude like 8 times, bro, to get at the
Sometimes
money.
fucking around, bro.
To get at the money.
This,
Yeah,
this is what I was gonna say to unbiased, right? Yo, you said to us that fight with Tiafimo was set in stone, and he was going to get less money. That's why he entertained fucking Boots Ennis. One
No,
thing
the
they
fight was
think,
over with. The fight was already dead in the water by the time Boots came through. He had already had a second fight scheduled and set up by the time Boots came up to them. Like the fight that's being announced
okay,
now,
so
that fight was set
but
before
like I
Boots
was
even
saying,
came through.
like I'm saying, all the fights or all the business that was scheduling that was allegedly scheduled for Norman did not equate to the amount of money being offered by Eddie Hearn. So at the end of the day, he thought he can fleece the white boy, and the white boy wasn't intelligent enough to see that he's getting fleeced and that this is not going to make fiscal sense for a fighter that doesn't have that marquee value. And your only claim to fame outside of St. Tilian is sparring Tank Davis. This is nonsense. This is why
Bro,
they don't
they
want to deal
offered
with us
Burial $2
American
million,
fighters, bro.
bro. I
No,
don't
no,
care
no,
about none of
no,
that
no.
shit.
Here's the shit. Here's the shit. This why American boxing is gonna get phased out. I already see
Yes.
it. I already see like this is it's stupid shit like this and stupid ass teams like this that the people, the real movers and shakers, they gonna look over here like, nah, we good. We good because we don't need y'all. We go to the UK, we get motherfuckers ready to rumble. We go to Australia, motherfuckers is ready to rumble. Asia, motherfuckers, y'all the only hissy fit sister. Like, go ahead, don't fight. Go fight Cuevas and see who gives a shit. You acting like you hurting us, Buff. Go fight Cuevas then, bro. Do your thing and get
About it.
whatever that gets you.
Who's Turkey Al-Sheik's favorite fighter? Mark Chamberlain. And that motherfucker has no titles, no marquee, no nothing. You know what Mark Chamberlain does? He fights the people that are put in front of him and he takes him the fuck out.
You know
Like
what I'm
one thing
saying?
about the Brits, we've been calling them soft for all this time, but they fight whoever they it's put in front
Bro,
of them, win, lose,
the
or
shit
draw.
is that American boxing peaked. See, what I see is this is the damn homie. High school, that's where America's at with boxing. They're like, yeah. All you could talk about is the past. That's all you can talk about is old shit that has gone. What the fuck do you have going on now?
They
The
always keep
best
the
the best fighter that you have is on the verge of retirement. That's what you have. Who the fuck you think want to sit around trying to stay awake for Shakur?
Think
for,
about it.
God,
His own mans
for
went to
God,
sleep on him.
Brian Normans of the world. Go ahead. Go
And
fight
bro,
on the
look how they
undercard.
did Terence Crawford too. Look how they did Terence Crawford. Look how America did Terence Crawford.
That's what I'm
Facts. The
saying.
best fighter.
That's what I'm
They,
saying.
they
That
all,
like the stupid shit that I see in the American boxing scene is the American boxing fan don't want boxing. You want shade room. You want drum. You want Real Housewives. You don't want boxing because the whole boxing community in one voice should have told Brian, "What the fuck are you doing, bro? What are you doing?" The reason these kids think they could keep getting away with this stupid shit is because the audience, yeah, you gotta know your worth. You damn right you do. And apparently you don't. So go ahead. You will lose for less money than you turned down. The same way I said it'll happen to Rolly. Oh, yeah, it'll happen to you too. You're gonna
Norman is
lose.
not no fucking Rolly.
He ain't, bro. Like, don't be obtuse because I didn't say he's Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero made the same bonehead decision your boy made. Same one. It's obvious you get more money with Ryan. What does your stupid ass do? Yeah, let me go fight Isaac on an undercard. That's safer.
With all due
Yeah.
respect to Brian Norman, I'm not like, though I'm not gonna call him Rolly. He kind of serves the same function as Rolly, to be honest. Like I don't really think you're much better than Barrios. You might be slightly better, but I think Barrios is decent at infighting, a little bit better than Norman too. At least a bit more cleaner,
Bro, the
not as
real
much
shit is
I'm
that
headbutting.
gonna prove all of y'all
the real
wrong.
shit is that
All right.
it's not just Rolly. Hey, Luis Ortiz, when they offered you 5-6 mil to fight AJ, did you go on to make that? Everybody knows the answer. That's why it's crazy to me that, like, how many people have you seen use this logic and have it blow up in their face? A fuck ton. But go ahead, Brian, because you're different. You're special, right? It's gonna be different for you, different than everybody else. That kid is gonna lose, bro. Maybe not the next one. Maybe it'll be the one after that. But you're gonna lose. You won't be champion long.
Yeah, we know what time it is.
Yep.
Brian is if Brian fights Boots, puts Ritson. It's that simple. Now, look, I don't think this is so serious. I don't think it's has been unheard in the boxing world. A guy negotiating himself from a unification match. Look, I think they know if he fights Boots, he's going to get beat. So he's going to stay on top when there are no welterweights because Teofimo Lopez is not a welterweight. Um, and I'm not necessarily mad with him, but let me tell you something, and I don't want to this to be taken in the wrong way, but if you have defended that shit, I'm not gonna say you're an idiot, you are this or that, but don't talk to me like you are a hardcore boxing fan because you're not. You're a fanager. You're trying
Yeah.
to get your finances. No, we need unification match as soon as possible. Especially
Everybody on the panel said it. Literally everyone. There were 8 people on the panel, and everybody said it. 147 is gonna stagnate. It's gonna die. It's gonna dwindle. Exactly. Because of guys like Brian.
You
Exactly.
know, the thing about 147 is I think something similar is gonna happen. Like how smaller guys went up to 147, like Floyd, Manny. The only difference is the fighters that are gonna move up to 147 are shit instead of good. They're gonna take over
Sí,
147.
pero también la otra cosa es que ellos no le van a aguantarle mierda a ese muchacho. You think Devin Haney is gonna let them tell him what? No. You think T.O. No. No one is gonna give you 2.2 million. No one. Nobody. So jódate with your fucking belt. Good. Squat on the shit. Shit on it. Wipe it on the wall. Nobody's gonna give you that. No one. Something is better than nothing. And what bothers me is that, like, yo, you already lost. Then you don't see a win. You don't see it. That you don't you basically you don't think you stand no chance against this guy. That is the American boxer. They not fighters no more. You got dudes from Mexico that travel all around the world all the time. You got dudes in Central America that travel all around the world all the time. Pobrecito Ishmael Barroso was in fucking Japan, got his ass beat. But God bless him that he was willing to go. God bless him that he was, because he's not a coward. But all these special fucking fighters are some special fucking cowards. That's all I see. Because it's always the American fighters. Brits come here all the time. Mexicans come here all the time. Russians, Ukrainian, Estonian, Lithuanian, they come here all the time. El único que se convierte en un fucking pendejo is the American fighter. Only.
Jules, the taxes,
The
Jules.
taxes. Shout out to Will. What confuses me is that he turned down 800,000 after taxes to be put on a lightweight prospects undercard, which if you was really interested in fighting Boots, why was this fight already launched? Exactly. That Will, I said he didn't. That's my whole thing. The conversation is being had in an arena as if it could have got made when, in my opinion, y'all dudes was never trying to fight that dude. What y'all did was mention him in interviews and talk shit. And then when they came to y'all, it was like, oh shit got real. That's what happened. Y'all wasn't talking all that shit in them interviews expecting to fight him. Y'all wasn't.
Julius, I've been jumping it up with you guys and boxing Twitter for years. I have never heard someone talking about taxes in a purse negotiation. Never. Not even with the not even in the lower weight classes when they're
No, no, cause I'm gonna keep it a bean. This is like going to McDonald's and complaining about how many motherfucking sauce packets they give you. Vaina
No,
ridícula.
wait, hold on. That's not true
That's
though.
ridiculous, bro.
There was somebody that talked about taxes and deductions and all of that. It was Frank Martin when he ran from Shakur Stevenson, bro. Legitimately. And we all clowned him, as we should have. But I
That's
guess this is different for some of us.
I'm just glad that the younger cats that are not established yet, the younger dudes, they looking at this shit, they looking at these guys, and I know them younger dudes gonna be like, yeah, I don't want to end up like that dude. You know, I don't want to end up like that dude. This is the era that we're in now is kind of a transitional era. We have a couple of faces of boxing, Canelo, Anthony Joshua, to a lesser extent, maybe Javante too, because some people swear up and down. But we're entering a transitional phase, right? So the next generation is gonna learn from these dudes. They're like, yeah, I don't want to be like that dude. I don't want motherfuckers talking about me like that. So they're gonna grind, they're gonna work. But this one that we in right now, this era with these kids, yo, it's always a problem, bro. It ain't just Brian either. Teofimo, my God, I didn't want to fight him because I want to fight in LA. Yo, you sound like a fucking retard, bro. What's the
Who
fucking
Teofimo
difference?
Duck? Who Teofimo Duck and said that dumb shit for?
Brian.
Oh my
Brian.
god! What
Bro,
the
bro, bro.
fuck?
It was supposed to be Teofimo and Brian this month in New York. Teofimo pulls out because he said, yo, I wanted it to be in it. What fucking difference does it make, bro?
Does it make, son?
We're really in the era of the duck stuck in the other ducks, aren't we?
That's why I said the only
Yeah.
fights on the calendar, if I think about it, they just said it earlier today. I just seen it. Zerto versus CBS, I love it. Even though I'm a little bit mad at CBS because he swerved Ja, he's still
He
about
be
to be
talking
in a
too much
uni.
shit, bro.
Yeah, I
He
know,
be
but he's
talking
still
way too
yo.
much
But
shit.
check it. It's not like he's saying shit. Then he gonna go to Aldi for produce. You know what I'm? It ain't like he just saying shit and chilling. He is gonna fight. He is. He gonna be in a unification. Whereas
Against a
these,
blown up 168, bro. Come and if he
yo,
fucking loses to fucking
nah,
Zerto, bro,
he gonna lose, bro. He is gonna lose though. Quiet as kept. He is gonna lose.
he's
Zerto gonna
not.
do to him. Zerto gonna do to him what he did to Arsene. I'm telling you, he is.
Uh,
He gonna do him
and,
greasy.
and that happens, bro. That happens. That's good for him because Zerto's going nowhere near Jai Opataya. This is
No,
what I hate about great divisions.
maybe for the bread, because the thing is, what you think Zerto gonna do? Go to heavyweight, bro?
That nigga
Come
gonna
on,
fucking
yeah.
bro.
retire.
Nah.
The other thing is,
I
Gio was
think he
complaining
will
about.
because think about it like this. Yo, outside of Morris Breeders, none of them niggas is fucking with Jayo Pataya.
Fam,
Everyone gets
and
El
there's no
Zoro.
money. There's no money in the Noel Gavor fight. If Noel lose the belt to Ryan, well, there's no money in a Ryan Rositsky fight. Understand? Turkey is behind Ja. So you do what you do with Chris Billum Smith so you could get a better split since you got two belts and he only got one, right? But your shot at the big cash is with Ja. It absolutely is. Because you're not going to go to heavyweight, bro. They will beat the shit out of you up there, bro. He know
They'll
that.
beat the life out of you.
He
They'll
know
beat the
that.
fucking.
So I think no.
But
So personally, I think if he beats CBS, not only he'll have the confidence to go into a Ja Opataya fight because he'll say, "I fought two champions at cruiserweight and I beat them. I ain't never been knocked out. I might have got beat, but I ain't never been knocked out. He'll have the chip on his shoulder to do that, and it's for the bread. It's for the best bread in
let
the
me tell you
division."
something. Let me tell you something. There's a first time for everything. Jai Opataya puts him the fuck to
I
sleep.
ain't say he wouldn't. I'm just
Period.
saying that he gonna tell himself. He gonna be like, yo, I fought Arsene for the BA. I fought CBS for his BO. He gonna have the confidence to fight another champion. He building himself up. So I say, yeah, I think he'll fight Ja. But right now he angling. He telling himself, I only been at cruiserweight for 2, 3 fights. Before I take on the big dog or the hard fight, I'm gonna build myself up. That's what I think he's doing. But he'll fight Ja. I think he will. I think he will.
Once he fights Ja, look, CBS is going to be working at a CVS. That's
For
going to be it
real.
for him.
For real. That fight is gonna like I ain't gonna say Zerto will stop him. I'm not gonna say that. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the end because what I'm thinking is CBS loses the belt to Zerto, right? He still has more money behind him at Sky than either Noel Gavor or Ryan Rositsky. So if you want another belt, you could get it. But I think he'll retire because they mentioned retiring. That's my wife talking in the
But the
background.
real reason why I think CBS beats Zero is this: one's a natural cruiserweight, and
Arsene
we cannot.
Goulamarian was a natural cruiserweight, bro.
You think
He was a
Goulamari is better than?
natural cruiserweight. And if you look at Arsene, him and CBS ain't that different, bro. They ain't that different.
Yeah. You make a good point in that. I just think we've been choosing against CBS for too long,
I agree. You
because
you right. You right. Cause I'm not hating either. My track record was
Reactor should have won that fight,
Yeah,
bro.
you've
Reactor
been
should have
you
speaking
right.
fucking
on
won.
You right.
CBS.
No, I like CBS. I actually like he's an entertaining fighter. He got heart. Like I know he ducking job, but he ain't ducking all the smoke. You know what I mean? Like I respect that dude.
Dude barely got through fucking Masternick, bro. For real. It's like his days are numbered. I just want him to
Yeah,
get
and
caught
he
by
know,
fucking.
but what's better is he knows that. He knows that. He knows that. So he's being careful too. That like
Yeah.
before I go in there with Ja, let me see if I could beat Zerto. If I beat Zerto, I could talk up my purse at least. You know,
Is it really going after Zerto?
that's what the rumor is. That it's Zerto Ramirez versus CBS on the undercard of Riyadh Season Latino. Because they're doing a Latino show. William Zepeda's fighting Tevin Farmer. Arnold Barboza's fighting Jose Ramirez. Oscar Duarte's fighting Kenny Sims. That's the show.
Well,
And
I heard that. I heard Turkey is doing a Riyadh season Sabo card featuring Ryan Garcia
that's gonna have
next year.
Ryan Garcia, Danny Garcia. It's gonna have David Benavidez on the ones and twos. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Devon said putting Fulton on the prelims was the PBC being petty for him taking charge of his going to Japan. Rolly should be there. That's crazy too, because yeah, Rolly done been knocked out twice. And they still
Right,
put him on the main card.
Yes, you
nasty
know
work.
why? The PBC is vindictive. It's like a vindictive bitch. Like for real. Like, it's like, if you leave this bitch and there's no other options, you go back to this bitch. This bitch now is gonna try to fucking embarrass you. So for you trying to leave this bitch,
Yeah,
like
but if he's
for real.
yo, look. Tony Harrison is about to make his pro box debut. Before him, Jared Hurd and Jason Rosario went over there. You see what I mean? Before them, Angelo Leo went over there. You see what I mean? That Stefan, after you do what you do on that undercard, get up out of there, bro. Get up out of there. Go to Pro Box. If it's just about keeping busy, go to Pro Box. They'll keep you busy.
Look at Angelo Leo. And like literally, he came from Pro Box. A lot of people didn't think he was gonna be Venado. Fucked around and almost killed him, and he took his belt.
Look at Lamont Roach. He just had a card. I think was that in his hometown. That card that he
Yeah.
had.
It was. It was. It
Yeah,
was. It
That
was.
was in his hometown. He doing this thing like, yo, if it's just about keeping busy, you could keep busy at Pro Box, bro. You could keep busy over there waiting for something bigger to come in. Something
Yeah.
bigger eventually came for Angelo Leo. He made the most of it, bro. That could be you. So, you know, do what you do.
Talking about the super bantamweights, I fucking hate how people really. It fucking pisses me off. I don't know what pisses me off more: homosexual Gervonta Davis fans or these MJ fans really believing that
They don't believe that
Inoue.
Manning. Ellos no creen ninguna de esa vaina. They just want a way to hate on Inoue. Ellos no creen esa vaina. El día que esos dos pelean, you think they're gonna put any fucking money on MJ?
No, I don't think so. But it fucking pisses me off. Like it really does. Because I've never seen a group of people like collectively become so retarded Like it's gonna
Ellos no están apoyando MJ. MJ don't have fans, bro. No disrespect to MJ, by the way. It's just that he's not well known enough to where you're gonna have an opposing faction of fans. That's not what they are. They're just using MJ to talk shit about Inoue because they don't like it. Es la vaina que hacen con Canelo. Bro, y'all motherfuckers don't be liking. Who the fuck like Andre that much? Nobody, bro. Y'all just was using him to talk about Canelo. It's the same with MJ. Like, I'm sorry, MJ is a good little fighter. He's a good little fighter. But you know that I had Stephen Fulton beating him? If he knew he wouldn't have moved up, I thought Fulton was gonna beat him.
No, are we supposed to really
No, I
believe
didn't
that
really
MJ
think
was going to
Fulton was
do?
going to beat him because of the power. I think
Nah,
MJ.
no, he took Figueroa's power, bro. He took Figueroa's power.
Figueroa is not a big puncher like that, bro.
Bro, you all right, bro. Understand me. Understand me. You see what Figueroa did to Neri, right? He could punch a little bit, wouldn't you say?
A little bit.
No,
Because of how big that motherfucker is. It was like how Omar Figueroa was stopping motherfuckers at
But
35
I'm saying,
because he was fucking massive.
hold on.
No
What I'm
diddy.
saying is, if you were able to hold off and endure big ass Brandon, because you said it yourself, he was huge for that weight. He was, and he throws a lot of punches. If you could endure Brandon Figueroa for 36 minutes under the hot lights, I think you could deal with MJ, bro.
Yeah,
MJ
and
lost to
Yeah, I think
Casemiro.
MJ is the sec. I think he's the hardest. I think he's the hardest puncher out of Inoue after Inoue.
Stop it.
Ne-
Stop it.
Wait,
no,
hold on.
No,
Who
Neri,
the hell
stop.
was the second
Neri's in his
hardest puncher
division
after
still.
Inoue?
No, why don't you? No, you shut
no,
the
no, wait.
fuck up. You telling me you think MJ hit harder than Luis Neri? Shut your ass. See, you motherfucker. You motherfucker.
he
Now,
thinks
okay.
Yeah.
Now, hang on a second. I need to say this. Like, are
the
people
man.
really thinking? Are people really thinking that MJ is going to do anything with a man who hits hard enough to punch a practical welterweight's back out of alignment? That man hit him so hard in the
Bro,
body,
that
crazy.
was
dude,
fucking.
yo, that dude
That was
caused his
fucking
sciatic.
crazy, bro.
He hit that motherfucker so hard his sciatic nerve started acting up, bro. How do you
Bro, he
hit
That was
came up.
somebody that
fucking crazy.
hard, bro?
This guy TJ Dos Hennies fucking came in as a fucking welterweight and got hit with a sciatica punch, bro. And they said, nah, no mas.
He
Spinal.
did not want to fight no more after that. He got hit. Like he said,
I
no. I said, bro, that's frightening, bro. Like that's
Yo,
some real scary shit.
Hirioka, bro. Talk about Hirioka. He called out. Who he called out? He called out Rayo,
Oh,
yo.
Rayo, yeah,
yeah.
Rayo not gonna fight him, bro. Rayo
nah.
gonna vacate and go fight at 35.
He's
He makes
nah. He
money.
can't do that. He's too big. He's too big for that shit now.
Bro, I don't think,
He
bro,
makes money.
he's not gonna fight Hirioka, bro. He's like, that's
Probably
not
not.
happening, bro. That is not happening, bro.
Hirioka takes him the fuck out badly.
Bro, Hirioka's that Japanese dude from Blood In, Blood Out, bro. He that dude, man.
Yo, and shout out to Takai, bro. That motherfucker be in some wars, bro. Was that Takai in the co-main? That was Takai, right?
Yeah.
At 118?
Yeah, I thought he. Honestly, I thought he lost to Daigo Higa. I thought Daigo Higa did enough to
That's a
win.
good,
I
yeah, but
thought-
that was a good
It
ass
was.
fight, though. That was a good
It
ass fight.
was.
I
Fight of
thought
year
he
contender.
did just enough to beat
Now, I gotta
Higa,
ask you
but it's
guys a
like it's
question. I gotta
close.
ask you guys a question. Yo, when
One at a
does
time.
tank get spent? Yeah, when does tank get spent? What I mean by that is when is tank going to fight somebody
I'm not
on
going to
that
talk.
level?
I'm not going to waste no brain cells tonight. We was literally talking about some good ass fights, and here come fucking Chris
Jason,
with the Tank
you were
shit.
saying something, and then you came up with some fucking tank shit.
Motherfucker really
My
stopped
bad.
the whole flow with let's talk about the Baltimore Butterball some more. Like, no, he not do
What the
we
fuck?
know what he going he fighting Rayo. What else, bro? What else?
You don't
He's fighting
Anyway,
Edmund De
can
Los
we talk about
Santos
the
after all the shit he was talking about him, but he ain't gonna
Can we
fight a
talk about
puncher.
the fight of the year more?
I don't
Higa
care.
and Tank?
Yes,
But
go
That shit
ahead,
was
please.
great. No, I feel bad for Higa though, because it's like, man, that dude's been in some great fights, and it's like
He has.
he may have gotten boned there. Like I thought he lost, but I'm damned if I know. And now he's retired, and it's like, man, we lost another one of the good ones.
Yeah, but the other thing is Higa kind of got because they ruled that shit in. I think it was in the 11th. They ruled that a knockdown. That wasn't a knockdown, bro. That
He
motherfucker
was.
slipped.
It
He
was.
I
It
thought that
was.
was a
Yo, he
knockdown.
slipped,
It
bro.
was a throw punch.
Nah,
It was a
it
throw
was a
punch.
fair punch. It probably two things can happen at the same time. You can lose your balance and get hit, but it looked too quickly. You know, like a knockdown. I thought he won that.
Bro, that shit didn't look like a knockdown to
It
me.
was
That's
a
all I'm
knockdown.
saying.
So Hugo was getting his shit beaten out of him in that 12th, though. We got to admit that. Like, holy shit.
No,
I don't know
I
how.
fuck with
the other-
I
that-
fuck
that's
with Takai. He be in some good ass fights. He only got like 10 fights, but all them shits be good, dog.
no, that's the other thing that Takei does too much. He tries to be a sugarfoot fighter, and he's very good at middle range. Where he's putting punches together and is not trying to counter punch all the time. It was fucking him up. But every time was trying to back up and try to search for one punch and one counter punch, it was getting nailed by Liga.
Yeah, but you gotta give Takai credit that ain't he a kickboxer that went into
Yeah.
boxing. You gotta give him credit for that, bro. Dude became a champion in like what 8 fights or some shit like that. It's gonna be a little weird. It's gonna be awkward.
You talking
That
about
was a
the
good ass
Barroso
fight
fight?
though.
You talking about the Barroso
I hope they
fight?
do a rematch.
Not talking about the Takai fight in the co-main.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, yo, that was
I
a good ass
mean,
fight.
now that you mention the country, I do kind of feel bad for the mummy, but
I
that
don't
dude,
know. So
The
real
only
quick.
thing,
So real quick.
the only thing I had that I
Nah,
didn't
you
like
gotta
that
feel bad for him in the sense that Rayo got the shot that he was supposed to get. He did.
Yeah.
the only thing I feel bad for him in is that when he went down I think that last time, dude hit him when he was down. I kind of had a problem with that. Other than that, he was losing the fight. He got his
Bro,
ass.
they robbed Brosos, bro. They robbed him.
No,
No,
I
the real shit.
feel
No, but the real shit is the fucked up shit is that that's how fucked up the WBA is, bro. The whole thing with O'Hara Davies is that O'Hara was the mandatory. That was the whole fucking point of that fight to win that status, so that Rayo gets a shot before Barroso. That's fucked up, bro. Like, yeah, that was
That's
that old last man last chance, bro.
that's his WBA
yeah,
in
and just
the
treated
nutshell.
his ass.
I don't know.
Bro.
I know this is unfair to say, but I kind of looked at it as like maybe it's because I was seeing like all the people like say like, "Yo, you see, he is really underrated," and I was like, "Nah, I'm gonna be honest." There was a post that said Barroso when he doesn't have to fight a retard, and I was like, "Yeah, I feel like that's what I just got to see." I'm not gonna hold you, but like you fought a. I remember I said if you're a competent person, you should be beating Barroso, and I thought O'Hara Davis was competent, and I was very wrong on that point.
That's just the UK. That's
Bro,
the
Yo,
UK
he
Rolly
knocked
Romero,
fucking
bro.
hilarious.
he
You see,
knocked that motherfucker. Ouch.
that's
He
the
didn't knock him
UK
out.
Rolly
He knocked him
Romero.
ouch,
He fought the
bro.
same person twice, essentially.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I
same
think
Yeah.
yeah,
style.
but be real. You didn't think he was gonna do that to O'Hara. None of us
Nah,
did.
Not in
I
one
ain't
None of
gonna
round
us
though.
lie.
did.
Oh
I did.
hell no!
I ain't gonna lie. I didn't see that.
Yeah,
That's why I gave him credit that I'm like, damn, y'all gotta let this old ass man get his shot, bro. This dude, he ain't gonna get another one, bro. Like, y'all gotta let this dude, and it's fucked up that like yo Rayo got the shot before him, bro. That was supposed to be his opportunity.
Yep.
I don't know why they do that in boxing. They just get certain people that they fuck over and like, all right, cool, we're gonna do this to this
Think
motherfucker,
about it, Chris. I
and we're
mean,
just
nobody's
gonna
gonna
let
make money
rock.
off Barroso, man. I mean, he's too old. I mean, even if
As
he's
Yeah.
opposed to Raleigh Romero.
Hey,
you
hey,
know,
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
is a good
no.
point.
No, because
Yo, yo, what?
he could be like that. You see that weird dude in the Paralympics, right? The dude, don't say nothing. You know what I'm talking about. The dude that thinks he's not a dude. The dude, the Italian dude.
The
That could be
Aerosmith
like
song.
Rolly. That could he could be like the disability
But,
champion,
like,
bro.
yo, tell me Brosos versus Tio, that would have went crazy. That would
Bro,
have been a
that would
fun
have been a
fight.
great fight. That would have
That
been
would
a
have been
great fight
crazy.
Barossa versus who?
versus
Tio,
Tio. That would have been better than Claggett.
Nah,
way
I don't
better,
know about
way better,
that. I don't think
way
so. I
better.
don't
Bro,
think
that
so.
would have been
This is
better
what
than
I'm talking
Claggett,
about.
bro.
This is what I'm talking about. You guys got mystified. You saw him fight these retards, bro,
I'm
and you
not
really think he was about to do
bro.
So is
something.
Claggett
Tio.
If
is
he fought
bro.
So
Tio,
is Tio.
Stop.
if he fought
Claggett
Tio,
is not
bro,
a retard. Claggett is not a retard.
nah. He's
Bro, come
bad, but
on,
he's
man.
not like that,
He
bro.
was a
Like
retard.
Bro,
Stupid.
see, you playing games.
I'm not.
Ishmael would whoop his ass, bro. He would
Nah,
I
whoop
don't know
his
about
he
that.
ass.
wouldn't,
I don't
bro.
know
He
about that.
wouldn't, bro. That's what
So
I mean.
you
Like,
don't know about that. Who Claggett beat? Who did Claggett beat?
what's
bro.
it called? Ulysses Grant,
Shit.
Madueno, who fought Keyshawn Davidson, had a much easier time with them. I don't know what else to tell you.
Bro.
Oh yeah, what's his name? The
He's sending me right now.
Machado. Yeah, beat him
Yo,
too.
yo, funny nigga for that.
Yo,
Oh,
shut the fuck
shit.
up, Michael. Kick your
What
ass
the
out this
fuck? I
live.
didn't even say nothing, bitch.
I fucking heard you, you bitch. Put your ass in the corner talking shit. Anyway, shout out to One Punch. Yo, Ring, I ouch. If Y outchess the 147 rankings, it's no way they can get it Matchroom. LOL. They have 1, 2, or 3 all in governing bodies. Yeah, because Gaiasov, that's what I forgot. Motherfucking Stanionis dumbass. You should have took that Boots money because Gaiasov looked like he gonna be your mandatory. Y'all know Gaiasov, the Uzbek?
Yeah.
Oh wait. I have
Bro,
something funny
throw
about that, by the way.
welterweight in the garbage. Throw that
Some
shit in the.
some there's something
Oh
funny
wait,
about
it's
that, by the
shit.
way. That's his mandatory, right? Guess who was
Yep.
the last person to beat what's it called, Stanionis before he went pro?
Gaiasov?
Yeah, bro. In the
Yeah.
Olympics. Yo, I don't know.
No.
That's the karma, bro. That's the karma. That's the universe, bro.
It's poetry.
I
It
was like, yo,
rhymes.
you really want that fight? I know that's why Eddie was asking him like that. Yo, you really want to? Yo,
Now I'm
if you
saying,
want to
Wait,
do it
I'm
again,
saying I ain't seen Stanionis on the podcast since he said that. To be real with you,
wait, is
yo,
Gaiasov promoted by Matchroom?
yeah, bro. Guyasov he been fighting on Matchroom, bro.
Oh, this stupid motherfucker.
The
Should have
shit
took the
is the
Boots
shit
fight.
is the shit is that he don't look like he a Uzbek. He look like a Mexican dude. Like he don't look like a Mexican dude, bro.
Mm-mm.
He don't look like a bro. He look like a Mexican. He look like a Spanish dude from some Spanish place, bro. He
Yo,
don't look like a
how
Uzbek.
did Eddie lose that purse bid, bro? What's going on?
Nah, they
Because he
put up.
didn't want to pay.
Why does everybody keep saying that? I don't like what number. Like, how much was he supposed to pay, bro? It's
He
Karen
didn't want to pay for that
Chukadzian,
shit.
bro.
Like, come on, bro. That nigga runs a business, not a fucking charity.
The shit I'm saying is that I see a lot of people saying that.
What the fuck?
Here come the fucked up fucking headphones.
Oh
The
shit.
the reason I don't think he bid a lot, you know why? I don't think he figured he's gonna have to bid against anybody. He probably thought wasn't nobody representing Karen. With Cody Crowley is different because he knew, yo, that's a PBC fighter. He's represented by TGB. So I gotta put up a lot to make sure I beat them. With this kid, I think he figured, yo, I ain't gonna have to bid against nobody, so I ain't gonna put up that much. Cause I ain't gonna have to bid against nobody. I don't think that dude even knew Karen had a promoter. That's why I don't think he bid a lot. But you know,
You sound like that other
Why
situation
why
where
don't fucking Boots revisit that Cody Crowley shit? Is he still injured?
nah,
Hypothetically?
that dude didn't he have like a eye surgery or some shit like that?
basically,
Oh fuck.
Yeah, he couldn't
yeah.
revisit that. The real shit is why the IBF is on his dick.
Yo, the
Think of
IBF be on some annoying shit,
you
bro.
don't see that Eddie won the purse bid a couple of months. That wasn't that long ago. He won the purse bid for the Crowley fight, and y'all up his ass again with
But
another
yeah,
purse bid.
it's been a couple of months. Like that, I feel like that's a
Yeah.
bit fast for a call.
And this how they do this what I'm saying, that the IBF want to be Johnny on the spot with everybody else, but y'all wasn't like that with Errol. Y'all wasn't like that with Mel. Y'all let Mel get step aside deal after step aside deal after step aside, and y'all ain't give a shit. Everybody else, you up their ass.
Because they're not getting paid allegedly.
Yeah,
Yo,
what's it called?
who phone
yo,
going
answer your
off,
phone.
bro?
Abdul Kakarov was like the #1 guy for the IBF for like a while before Crowley beat the shit out of him, and it
That
did
dick,
like did nothing happen.
he a dickhead too. Like you paid all them sanctioning fees so that they could just leave your ass there in limbo, dickhead.
Now, the IBF is like, I'm not sure how worth a shit it is anymore because they're super strict as shit, but there's never a #1 contender. You ever notice that? How you go to the rankings and
Yeah,
#1 is
yeah,
always
like the,
blank.
the number one and number two will be vacant or some weird shit. But you know what it is? I
Yep.
think there's a #1 contender when the mandatory is installed. When it's installed, that's when I think there's a #1 contender.
I think the 2 spot is like for the 3 and 4. Like they'll probably thin out the herd between those two, and then they'll make the number 2. You know, between the winner of those two matchup. That's why it's usually vacant. But yeah,
Oh
it's
shit! I
usually
didn't even know that.
it's usually a ranking that nobody really likes to be a part of because they do that shit real quick with their mandatories. They don't play around.
Well, that and the 10-pound rehydration clause that all these motherfuckers that want to come in super duper heavy, they not gonna want to go to IBF route because there's a 10-pound cap on all IBF title fights. Unless it's a unification match, you got to deal with that weight cap. Shout out to motherfucking One Punch. Yo, that'd be funny as shit if because top rank
Actually,
not that would be funny as shit, bro. If they use
yo,
Gaiusov to get at motherfucking Brian Norman, that'd be
you know
funny,
what's
bro.
crazy, bro?
Is
I
guys
don't
not
think
gonna
Top Rank
save the
would bid
day?
on that shit at all. I think they would just let him
No, they
like, all
not,
right, bro, you got to go to
bro.
match, bro. Have a nice day, bro.
Bro, for you could for who gonna want bro, Gaiusov versus Norman, bro? They not gonna waste no money on that. Look at what they put up for Yanni back, bro. That shit was the funniest shit of the week. $350,000 for a unified middleweight champion. Damn, y'all don't give
Yeah,
a fuck
that's
about
that's
him.
bro.
that's a little bit
Honest,
disrespectful.
honestly, they
Bro.
spent too much on Yanni back there. Like they probably could have shaved a few dollars off that.
Yo, they pay Anthony Joshua opponents get paid more than that, bro. That's fucked
Bro,
up, bro.
fuck Joshua's
Yo,
opponent, bro. The cornerman of his opponent probably got paid more than that, bro. Let's be real.
yo,
Yo, the cut man get paid more.
Tatubo was probably like, yo, the best we can give you is this Target gift cards.
Yo, they got that motherfucker a gift card at Arby's be like $350,000 for a unified middleweight shit. You know what the shit is? I think they're mad at him. I think they're
For
mad at
what?
him because they was gonna do it, remember, and he fucked around and fainted.
What do you?
That's
Yo, hold on. You gonna blame me because probably almost
Yo,
died trying to
no,
make
no,
weight?
no, 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 no. The shit is that's your end, bro. Our end. We pay you. We make the shit happen. We take care of the promotion. You got to get there how you get there, bro. We lost paper on that because of you, bro. I think they mad at him. Like, see, next time we not paying for this shit. We gonna blow. No, fuck it. We're gonna blow. Like, there's two scenarios that came to mind. Two, not just one. I only talked about one that it's possible the IBF is telling people what the deposit is because if you know what the deposit is, you know what the bid is. So that could give you a leg up at the purse bid. That's possible that they could be auctioning off that intel, but it's just as possible that Top Rank called them. What if Top Rank like, yo, we don't want to pay for this shit, bro? Yo, call No Limit. Yo, No Limit. We bidding 350 tomorrow, right? We want y'all to win. So we bidding 350. Just bid a little over there because we don't want to pay for this shit. We're just gonna bid, so it's bad optics if they don't bid. You see what I mean? If y'all
Yeah.
don't put no money up for your fighter, that's bad optics. So you gotta put something up, but you let them know, like, yo, man, we putting up 350 yams tomorrow. If y'all want this thing, we'll send this motherfucker to you if y'all want them. And it could have went down like that. I just feel like they mad at him, bro. Like, you fucked our paper up before, Yanni
No,
back.
no, he fainted. He fainted. It's not their fault that you refused to move up weight. You fucking weight bully.
For real, they might have set that motherfucker up. Like the amount on one end, the whole thing is odd because it's like, yo, y'all bid 350, they bid 351. What are the fucking odds, bro? What are the odds, bro? Just enough to beat him, just enough, and it just feel like, yo, either the IBF told y'all what they was gonna bid, or they told y'all what they was gonna bid. Because it's like Matchroom got beat by 500 thou. It wasn't a small number. They got beat out by a difference of 500 thou. That means they bid $500,000 more. So like, these motherfuckers is not playing. Whereas y'all got beat by $1,000 more. That's what won them the bid. Wow.
$1,000 is like $1,000 like that amount you give just to not make it look super duper suspicious by having the penny. Like
That's what I'm saying. Like that shit is like, imagine if it would have been by $1. Like, yo, that shit's suspicious as shit, bro. That's suspicious as hell.
What if they would have made it 0.99 joules?
Word, right? What if it would have been a difference of a nickel, bro?
I know
A
it's off
nickel,
topic,
bro.
but it's
Fucked
like
up, son.
it's crazy. It's crazy. You see this, but then you'll see guys like Stevenson and Haney saying that their promotion is doing them crazy.
Facts.
Word.
Facts. Facts. And you
Hey
thought Top
Jules.
Rank was doing you greasy, bro? Shit.
Hey Jules. I kind of got into it with a dude earlier about this. He had the nerve to complain about Inoue fighting Doheny, even though he beat him yesterday. He was still complaining about the fact that in his mind he fought an old man who didn't deserve the shot. And then I said, bro, I said, you're complaining about Inoue fighting Doheny, who's actually a guy in the top 10, a legit contender. But yet, I bet you're the type of dude that doesn't say shit about Tank Davis struggling with Rolly Romero, one of the worst fucking champions
No,
ever.
Gumboa. The fuck, they remember his first fight at lightweight was Glamboa,
Nah,
old
no,
ass Glamboa.
struggling with Rolly is worse than Gamboa. I'm sorry.
Yo, he struggled with Glamboa. It took him
Nah,
12
bro.
rounds to stop Glamboa.
Bro,
But
He
one
Rolly
got
was
though,
three
up
pieced
on a
by
Fighting
score.
world
Glamboa.
medalist
Rolly was up on a
and a former
scorecard,
world
bro.
champion,
That's
bro. Come
worse.
on, bro.
That's way
Rolly's
worse.
What
retarded.
you mean, bro?
Way
Castellanos
worse.
knocked that motherfucker out in 7
We're
rounds.
talking about Rolly Romero. He
Yo,
was
check
up
it
on one
out.
of the
Check it out.
scorecards,
You
bro.
know what? TJ Dohaney's all right. Because if David Benavidez could fight a 37-year-old Vajdik, why he knew he can't take a break with 38-year-old Dohaney, bro? Why not? Why not?
Thank you.
Dohaney never
Fucking
Dohaney
thank
had never
you.
been knocked out. Bostic has. So
Man,
I ain't
stop
worried about it.
entertaining
He
that
looked kind of rough
in
in
a
his
way
last fight
hate.
before Inoue, though. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's first time for everything. Motherfucker got
It
punched in his
wasn't
sciatic
shit,
nerve. How you hit a motherfucker so hard in his back he start
bro.
limping? The
That dude's a
dude start
monster, bro.
that
You,
dude
Dino.
literally started limping immediately, bro.
He hit him
bro.
so hard
He
his ass
punched.
got paralyzed. What the
I'm
fuck?
telling yo,
He did
don't
that
play,
motherfucker.
yo,
Imagine he hit the motherfucker so hard he got a Charlie horse, bro.
bro. He, in a way, is for real the monster, bro. Like he really is, bro. When do you see that? When do you see a motherfucker get punched so hard in the gut?
Damn,
His whole
Bro, the
fucking
dude
spine breaks.
he literally gave him a leg cramp, bro, with a
Like,
punch.
like he broke his back,
Because the
spine.
fourth
Final.
punch went from his back, and it went from his G spot and his anus. B.
Hey, yo,
Jesus
Gas
Christ.
Christ.
Oh
started
man, come
leaking,
on, why
bro.
you go there?
Come
Jesus
on.
Christ.
To more salute Jules panel and chat. Appreciate the IBF.
You
Generally
see the
more
gates in the
consistent.
attitude?
Generally more consistent than most, honoring the do Mandos. Pity Boots versus B Norman. Off though, oh well. Yeah,
Oh man, fuck that guy.
welterweight. I mean, on some real shit, welterweight is dead, bro. Like, if
Yo,
Boots does leave, if he does, ain't nobody unifying shit. Ain't
bro,
nobody
throw
gonna do
that whole
nothing.
division away. Restart. Throw it
And
away.
No, no,
middleweight, throw that shit away.
Oh
And
no.
no,
middleweight.
middleweight's been dead, bro. There's literally a unified champion. Nobody gives a fuck. Like
Yo, the funny
middleweight's
shit is if Andre beat him. The funny shit. This is how crazy boxing is. If Andre, I'm not saying he will, but if Andre wins that fight, I guarantee you he'll
wait, they're
give way
fighting.
more. Th- Andre Mikhailovic, the little blonde dude from New Zealand. That fight is back
Oh,
on.
I thought you were talking about Demetrius Andre.
No.
Bro,
Okay.
come on, nobody talks about Demetrius Andre, bro.
Oh, I
Like,
thought. My
well,
bad.
what are you ever known excited to see Demetrius Andre, bro? Besides Esau at Thanksgiving. Andre, I miss you. I love
Hey, that's not
you.
fair. That's his cousin. That's not fair. You.
That's why I said Thanksgiving, bro. What you talking about? Like they be
Oh shit.
he Andre get the big piece of turkey. Shout out to Will.
Yeah.
Correction. The Baltimore Butterball went 12 rounds with a one-legged Gamboa. That's what I'm talking about. Roly mighty crayons, but he had both legs under him. That's what I'm talking about.
I
That's
know, bro.
worse. I'm
But I know
sorry.
this is
That's
a crazy thing
worse.
to say, but that's still better than Rolly, bro. Rolly is that ass,
Yes.
bro.
Rolly's ass, yo.
Yo, you think he
Rolly.
gonna win his next fight, Roly?
Who
Who's he fighting?
cares?
Oh yeah, he's
The
fighting
guy
some
he's
random.
fighting is
I
a
mean,
bum. He should win, Jules.
He better
50-50. I
win.
don't know.
But
And
what
they
is
put that
Ro?
shit on the
I think it's only
Canelo card,
50-50.
Yeah,
yo.
but
How
what
do
is
God
you
he
bless
think
gonna
does
Canelo.
do,
that?
bro? Like Roly, like I said, I personally think Roly, you should retire,
And bro,
cause
they're charging you $95 for that shit.
yo, that's wow,
No,
bro.
Yo,
but
that's crazy.
Julius,
Wow, bro.
That's crazy.
Julius,
And Berlanga is the main event.
I think I know now what the play is going to be in the welterweight division. I think every champion
maybe not Boots, but any other champion is thinking the same fucking thing. I think there is not going to be any unifications because they're going to wait, and what they're waiting is one of these little guys to move up to that weight class, because all these other all these other guys in at the lightweight and super welterweight, super lightweight, they have more name value than them, so they're gonna
Yes,
wait.
but they're not gonna get the money they want, bro. Like remember, if for example, if it's Brian Norman's intention to get To in the ring, just know you ain't getting 2.2. You are not.
I
No,
I
you're
I,
not.
I agree with you, Julius, but I think it's more than the money. It's more about having the advantage of having to fight a guy that is smaller than them. That's what's going to be. Because, for example, if Brian Norman is not going to get the money fighting Theo, but it's gonna get a little bit more clout first, hypothetically, if he beats Theo, and he has a better chance because you say it yourself. Norman has a better, really good chance to beat Teofimo Lopez for size alone. And I
Hmm.
think all these other guys that all these other champions at welterweight, they're thinking the same thing. I better take my chances with these little guys than fighting each other and lose. Because at this moment, yeah, Boots is the favorite to beat all of them. And nobody really at the welterweight division has to be in that situation with the situation was Crawford was that yeah, everyone knew that Crawford was the favorite to beat all those guys. So we're gonna do our little thing
They
and we're
freezing
gonna
them
show.
out. They're
Yeah,
freezing them out. Basically, in a nutshell, they're freezing them out. They're gonna ask for money that they know they're not gonna get to kill the fight. Cause that's
yeah,
what I think. That's what I think Brian was really doing. Like, yo, y'all not looking for a number. Y'all looking to kill the fight. Y'all
no,
not
but
looking for a number.
You
this is
know
the
what
thing.
I'm thinking?
Wait, wait,
Yeah,
wait, wait. Let me finish. It's that it's
all right.
Saniones, Barrios, and Norman. They don't want to fight each other. They're waiting for Ryan. They're waiting for Ryan
Yeah,
Garcia.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
waiting.
yeah.
They're waiting for Devon, for guys like Kitchen
Hmm.
Davis, for those kind of guys
Guys,
because they're moving up and weight. They have a better chance to beat them.
Go ahead, Virtuoso.
No, I mean, look, say that they didn't want to fight fucking Boots originally. They're using this controversy, right, to draw attention to themselves. It's about drawing heat for their next fight. It's like you said, they're using this fighter's name to build clout off of them and to promote
I
their
don't
next fight.
disagree. I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. I disagree with them. That this is what this some like corner store ass logic. You feel me? Like this some shit motherfucker on the block think like, yeah, you just an idiot. You not getting no extra dough off of this, bro. But
Bro, they
then
never
again,
made 150 million, 150,000 a year. And by
you
the
ain't go,
way,
you ain't gonna get
I've
no
been
dough off of that.
I've been meaning to ask what this Brian Norman. Well, I think it was Adrian Clark who brought this up that Brian Norman Senior is a world class trainer. What world class fighters does he train?
For
I'm just
real.
curious.
Yo, no, no, that's what I said when he talked to the boxing voice. I'm like, yo, this dude really think he's slick. He got top management. He got a world class trainer, bro. You talking about yourself and his father? Fuck is you talking about, bro? You talking about
Fucking two
yourself
bit
and his
manager, like
father?
it's all these people that are trying to make out like bandits. They're trying to
Bro.
fleece Eddie because he's the one that makes the most money.
Bang! Now you feel me?
And watch now more fighters are gonna use this excuse, this new one, like, I gotta pay the taxes. I gotta pay my taxes. Like that's a
Yo,
new one right there.
when he
Eddie
said
doesn't
that
want to do
shit.
business.
When
Like,
he said
fuck out.
that shit, you listen. When he said that shit, he got top management. Like, bro, I'm like, yo, you talking about yourself, bro? You talking about yourself?
Oh,
He said, you got a world class trainer. I'm like, you talking about his father, who
oh.
nutsack he came
Every
out of?
year,
You
every
know,
year there's a
you
new
know, sorry.
excuse. There's a new
No,
excuse every year.
at
Because
least the last
cowards,
couple.
but cowards gonna coward, bro. Like that's why I say it all the time. I don't romanticize boxers. Boxers do weak shit like everybody else. They do weak shit. That's bro. Just to simplify the shit you did, bro, you just scared of that dude, bro. You and your daddy, y'all all scared of that dude. It's not enough money to get you in the ring with him.
Now, and the worst part is, like, I never thought I'd say this about the most recent group, the Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Tiafimos of the world. Like, but at least you guys are going to base your business model off of Floyd Mayweather to get paid. These new crop, these guys, the Brian Normans, they're basing their business model off of Benavidez. Though we don't want to split me. I'm going to talk my shit. I want to talk shit.
Yo, they basing a business model out of fear, bro. That's what their business model is based out of. Fear. Plain old fear. You just scared, bro. And the only reason you doing what you're doing is cause you're scared, bro. That's it. It's not complicated. I'll put it this way. I think if Eddie would have started off with 2.2, you know what they would have asked for? 4. Because y'all was just trying to kill that fight. It wasn't about the number. It ain't about the money. If Eddie would have started at 2.2, I think y'all would have said, "No, why we can't get 3?" If he started at 3, why we can't get 4? You just trying to kill that fight, bro. Y'all was not trying to fight that dude under no circumstances, bro.
$800,000 after taxes was too little money. Like, how many people would not see $800,000 in 20 years of work? You piece of
Bro,
shit.
we can stop that right now.
Yo.
What are you doing that $800,000 is not enough, bro? That's what my question is.
Jack
What are
said
your
Tank
expenses,
might
bro?
fight Roach. And the other thing is
Oh,
800,000 is paying everybody. That's your taxes, that's your fat manager, and that's your greedy daddy. They would have got paid. You would have still had 800,000. That's not enough, bro? Wow. Okay. Okay.
Off of 1.7.
So
what are you doing? I don't understand. If that is not enough money, what are you spending to the point where 800,000 isn't enough? Like,
Yeah.
are you doing coke, bro?
Since when did Brian
Then you
Norman start buying
profiting.
houses and cars?
For
Word.
real. That motherfucker know he live in an apartment complex.
Bro, I'm telling you, after this, they're going to be doing robberies in Buckhead.
For real, like that motherfucker know he be at Checkerburger. Like you not too good for $800,000, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
And you know what's
No, you know
crazy? It's
why? You
people
know why I think
online.
they do that. You know why I think they do that? It's because they see it's Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn be dropping
No,
bags on
no, you're
motherfuckers.
right. You're right. But once again, we're not talking about people that wanted to fight. Is what I'm telling you. That's the perspective I have. They're like, bro, whatever Eddie started off with, they was gonna move the goalpost, bro. They was not really trying to get down. They was always gonna move the goalpost. He would have had to offer them something crazy,
bro,
like,
he
yo,
offered
here's
them
5.
17 times more than their last fight.
That's
Bro, they was
outrageous.
$17
they wanted
straight
Eddie to offer
profit.
them yo, they wanted Eddie to offer them Powerball money, bro.
Yeah,
Like
pretty much.
Like, what
Pretty
more?
much, man. It's
Hey,
And the
Jules,
fans are
i-
defending this shit. Like, this is
if the fight,
exactly. Go
oh,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, if it's Connor Ben, do they take the 1.7?
Yes.
Yes, because they might think they could beat him. That's what I'm saying, Ignacio. Think about it. If it's 1.7 for a dude they think they could beat, yeah, they'll take it. They fight for less money than that all the time. If it's a dude they think they could beat. But if it's gonna be Boots, nah, they need the Mega Millions number, bro. They need the Powerball. That's the number they looking for. That shit
Actually, wait.
crazy.
You know what's
oh,
funny? Like
this
he was saying, he was like, oh, I think it was his manager, right? Or something that was like, yo, Boots is having all the power, all of this, he's getting the place through a fight and whatever. And nobody's gonna do that for no measly 800K. Bro, you literally did that your last fight. You fought in
Exactly.
what's it called? Santion's backyard for a dollar
For
fifty
700,
Bro,
on
that's
his promotion that wants to
that's why
promote
pounds.
you
him.
can't that's why it's better not to overthink it. Like, yo, y'all just scared, bro. That's all that y'all just
That's all it
scared.
is.
And that's all. And the shit
well,
that kill me is the people that's defending them. What's crazy about it is for all this energy they have to defend this coward shit. When that motherfucker loses, and he will, they'll be the ones that forget about him. We won't, because we'll keep pointing out, you dumb motherfucker. They gonna forget about him. All these bleeding heart. You gotta know your worth. Yeah, I ain't motherfucker.
These are the
Okay.
same people say that if
Out
he
of
loses,
control, man.
he's not gonna make that much money. And it's like you said, they're working from a position of weakness because of that.
Yeah,
The greed is out of control, man. These fighters have gotten greedy. They think they're worth way more than what
bro.
they're really
Is it the
worth.
greed or is it the fear, bro? I'm starting this name. Fuck the greed. Shit, the
Might be
greed could
both.
have got your ass 1.7 mil. It's the fear, bro. The fear is out of
Yeah.
control. Like, yo, you that scared, bro?
Okay.
They want to operate from
This is
the
like the. Do you remember the guy Estrada versus Ioka fight that fell down?
Which
Okay, it's the, I'm I'm talking about that unification that didn't happen.
okay,
Estrada
okay, okay,
Yoka.
okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah, that look. If you are the guy, if you are a guy Estrada, and you are that old, you are thinking about retirement. Yeah, for me that makes sense to wait for Bam and to get beat by Bam, and it's preferable to get beat by Yoga. But these guys, they are in their 20s,
He's
and
23, bro.
come on, dude,
He looking
you
for a
cannot
retirement check at 23.
you cannot be thinking like that at that young age. If you're thinking like that, you know you're not gonna be a legacy fighter. You
Eso,
already know.
eso.
Bro,
Exactly, exactly.
he's not that guy, bro. He was getting outboxed like 2 fights ago. He's very inconsistent. Like he looks good and then he looks bad and then he looks good.
Yeah, but
Like
you
he's
know
just
what?
not.
Even though Boots is a bit ahead of him, Boots does the same thing. He looks good, then he looks bad. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
done
but
it
Nah.
too.
yeah, but the shit is yeah, but the other shit is I'm kind of tired of the. It's like it's dumb. Like yo, this could be easy. This could be easy. Know your fucking place, cause this shit is easy. You
They don't
don't
want to
got no.
fight.
You don't got no money, motherfucker. Your promoter not even paying you what we trying to pay you, motherfucker. Know your place. You don't want to know your place. Now, what's gonna happen? You will lose, and it will be for less than what
Hmm.
we offering you. You will. You
If
will.
if your
See it.
promoter believed in you, he would pay that 25% or whatever the fuck
Bing. They
that
would have
fee
put the
is.
they would have put the money up like, nah, you come here because we believe in him. We want our guy to have every advantage. The shit a motherfucker told me this was 2 days ago. Yo, Top Rank wanted him to take the fight. That's
Who?
what I was told. Top Rank when the
Wow.
second offer, what they told me when the second offer came in, Top Rank wanted him to take it because
Right.
they would have got to cut off the top. They would have been in the plus. Like, yo, we ain't got to spend nothing for this fight, and we gonna get like 300 down.
It's because
Yeah,
they
take it.
know he's not like a long lasting guy, bro. It's not like we're not gonna see him reign for the
They
next
know
three
he
four
ain't.
years.
They know he's not Shakira Stevenson. You know what I mean? They know he's not Clarence Crawford. Like, nah, homie, you not cut from that cloth, bro. You are Brian. You have two
Nah,
first
and
Yo,
you
names.
know
bro,
what's
bro,
Brian,
crazy?
bro.
Jules, you have to understand this. Jose Ramirez went to the zone to fight Maurice Hooker, so Bob will let you get your money. He's
Yo,
not
that's what
out
I'm
here.
saying. Yo, I've been
Yeah.
saying that. The offer, they saw that offer. They probably told him the same thing they told Jose. They told me, motherfucker told me 2 days ago, yo, when the second offer came in, Top Rank wanted him to take it because they would have got free money. To them, it was free money. They would have took their 300 thou at no expense to them. They don't have to pay for the show. He's your problem. You deal with him. If he wins, he comes back a hero. If he loses, oh, fuck you. At least we got to
Yeah,
make 300 thou. That's more than we normally make from you. We got to make 300
So,
thou.
so if
this
Brian
is
Norman
living
would have
proof.
lost that fight, they would have dropped him.
Maybe.
What if
Maybe.
he had lost what fight?
The shit is, look, Top Rank is sometimes there. They sometimed it because when the Puerto Rican kid got knocked out by Vargas, by Vargas, by Zepeda, they didn't drop him right away. Not right after that. They didn't drop him right away. And when Elvis
You mean it was
Rodriguez
late?
lost, they did drop him right away. So it depends. It depends if they think they could use you. I would say, like, nah, we'll
I
give him a
I
shot.
think they would have dropped him because literally I remember before the Santillan fight, and I think even Norman admitted this. He said, "Yeah, bro, that was my last shot. Like it was over for me, bro. Two bad performances, a third loss. If I had lost this fight, it would have just been over."
Look, man,
So you
this
know.
this 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 promotion for me kept on held on to like that Flores kid, from Sacramento. Yeah, man, that dude is ass cheeks, and they held on to him for quite a while.
Yeah,
I don't
they
think
gave him like 2, 3 chances. Yeah, they did.
I mean, look, man, I think they could still draw some eyeballs to Brian Norman, but god damn, yo, you should have taken that money, man. I just don't
Wait.
understand.
But what's it called? It's a difference though. Flores is in weight divisions where you can match him up against guys, and they're pretty popular with top rank guys. What the fuck is
Mm,
that welterweight?
Yeah, like what it's it. See, with Brian, they know what Brian is, bro. Like they know, like it. The dude that told me he heard it from somebody that would know, because I heard it from right, and it was like, yeah, they wanted it. They wanted him to take the second offer because for them it would have been free money. Think about it. They weren't going to turn over a profit on that guy anyway. They weren't. It would have been
you
better
just can't
them.
trust.
For them, remember that he went to San Diego because Giovanni brought all them people to that fucking place, bro. He was the
Right.
draw. It wasn't good for them that Giovanni lost, because who gonna go to the Brian Norman fight? Who gonna go to Brian
Yeah,
Norman fight?
Jules,
and that's
real
another
quick.
thing. Like,
Oh,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, do you think they pull the Jerwin on Cajas route with this guy? Give him a bunch of paper defenses
No,
and don't really do shit?
no, they're gonna find. I think they want to feed him the Teo Fish Fillet Lopez, but if Tio Fish Fillet, and I said this earlier, if he does hire Eddie Reynoso, if they work with him, yeah, I'm going with Tio to win. Now, if it's just him and Senior on a regular old shit, I fuck y'all. Y'all gonna lose. But if but if they get Eddie Reynoso, yeah, I got Tio, because that's a good style matchup if you think about it. That's a good partnership. Tio style with Eddie's kind of tutelage and the kind of shit he like to teach. Yeah, that could work. But that's if y'all hire him or if he willing to work with y'all. If
Yeah,
not, y'all gonna lose. I'll be
this
back.
this
Hmm.
says a lot about Bob Aaron's, let's say, business argument, because I think Bob Aaron knows by now, has been happening for years now, that welterweight is a money pit, because you're never gonna get a hold of the welterweight division without the sanctioning bodies, and the sanctioning bodies has always been, I'm not gonna say a PVC affiliated, but you know the WBC and the WBA, how they've been behaving in the last couple of years, and the IBF, they seem like the most free rankings, but they're on their ass. There's been two mandatories called on fucking boot tennis, so I don't think Bob knows that he cannot make money from that division. So that's why he told them, take the fucking offer, because we are not gonna pay you that money, never.
Hey, Jules, if Tio does hire Eddie Reynoso and he's in the corner with his pops, I can't wait till Eddie Reynoso tells him, Cállate, baboso. So that way he just like lets him lead Tio, because that's what he needs. He needs someone else to be telling him what to do. He don't need his fucking dad anymore.
Why do we
And
got so many lame ass
Tio
fighters,
needs to
bro?
have grow some balls.
Like,
He's a
bro,
grown
there's
ass
so many
man, nigga.
lame
Like,
fighters. Everywhere you look, every division got a lame ass fighter, bro. I'm not just talking about somebody who sucks. I'm just talking about their whole personality. Just flat out lame.
And
Yeah,
it's
Tio,
but
only two, and both is fine.
notice how it's all the guys with fucking dads as trainers though.
That's facts.
You know?
That's facts.
You leave Inoue out of this.
Oh, I
Oh,
forgot about that.
wait, Inoue is the exception to that rule.
I knew it gets it popping. That's why I fuck with dude. Like when I saw Isan was talking that shit about a new ass, all right, my nigga. All right, bro. We got it.
Bro, he thinks
Yeah,
Andre is a good fighter, bro.
all these dudes in a hurry to move him up to featherweight, and I'm like, who the fuck is that featherweight that legitimately is a star right now that he could make money off of? Nobody.
Yeah, I don't really see the point of him doing that. I think he should just wait for the Nakatani fight. I don't actually have him winning it, but hey, it'll be a good fight.
I mean, he is going to win it because he just punched the welterweights back out of alignment. What's Nakatani going to do? But here's the thing. Here's why
I don't know,
we
win
know
the
Nakatani
fight.
gets his ass beat
Well,
by
hang on,
fucking
hang on.
Inoue. Don't get it fucked up.
Here's how we know that fight is going to happen. Because what do the last 3 opponents Inoue fought have in common? They're all southpaws. What's Nakatani? A southpaw. They're prepping him for southpaws, boys. Oh, it's going down in the next year. My body's ready.
Hey, yo, why the fuck do we need to know that, bro?
Anyway, yeah, I'll be taking Nakatani though. Long range fighter is going to be beaten by a longer range fighter.
I don't know about as Nakatani
I don't
face
know.
like a big
I don't know
puncher.
about that fight.
No.
Yeah,
He's
that's the
faced
only
a
thing.
couple of big punches. I don't know where people keep getting this. No, Nakatani hasn't fought big punches, by the way. But he has faced a couple like
It's
early
the
in his
feet.
career. It was just before they were both what's it called, champions.
I'm talking
But
about
was that like
Inoue's
when
feet.
Nakatani was at 112 or
It was
108?
at one. It was a 108, 112. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, so that was a
Yeah.
while ago already. I mean, you know, he ain't fought a guy who is actually in that weight class that can actually crack on him.
Bro,
And if he ends up unifying, he's fighting guys that he knows that he can beat because he's got more power than they do.
I'm 90% sure that Inoue's power can carry up to even 126. I'm not even lying. The dude's just destructive, bro. And his feet are fast, and his accuracy, and his punch placement. His IQ is very good
Yo,
as
get off
well.
his dick. Yo, get off his dick,
Oh,
though.
alright.
All right, bro, chill, bro,
Get off his
chill.
dick, though.
I don't know.
No,
I
no,
think
no,
it's
no, no,
gonna.
no, no. We all know that, but get off his dick, though. That's just
He's like, I don't think. I think what's it called? The guys at 26 are just gonna be too big for him. Like 2 of the guys at that weight class are like above 5'11".
No,
I don't
I'm
think
not.
that's gonna
I'm
be
not
the
talking
case.
about that. I'm just
Yeah,
talking
but they
about like
suck.
in terms of him fighting
I don't know where
Nakatani.
you got
Like,
that from, too, bro.
Okay,
Honestly, the only guy at 26 that I would be nervous for him to fight is Espinoza. The other 3, I think he can beat him. I think he's still got enough to beat Leo. I still think he can beat Nick Ball, and I still think he beats Vargas or Figueroa, whoever ends up with that belt.
I don't know.
just
Like a lot of
no,
people
no,
were
no.
shitting on. Oh,
Wait,
go.
No, the other thing is it's gonna come the time when it's not gonna knock every single guy in this weight division. It doesn't mean it's not gonna win because if he can get their respect, yeah, it's gonna win on points.
that's what I'm talking
Because
about. His IQ is actually way higher than most people. Honestly,
At 26 doing that, I can't imagine it.
I mean, Pacquiao
I'm
was doing
working
that.
him.
he can box. He doesn't have
This
to
will
knock these guys out. He can box.
no
His
no
feet are fast. He can get in and out of danger very quickly.
no.
Yeah,
For
but that's against. Oh, sorry, go.
for a guy that punches that hard, his work rate is kind of crazy. He is working every single guy. So yeah, there is a chance that even if it's not knocking everyone out, he can win a point.
If I'm in Inoue though, and they want me to fight Nakatani, they have to make that fight next year. I wouldn't wait past
Bro,
next year.
he could beat a guy like Nick Ball. He can outbox the fuck out of a guy like Nick Ball.
Yeah,
I agree with that Nick Ball because he's pretty short. You know, he's pretty small, just
oh
built
Yeah.
shit
very
though.
strong.
Even the Angelo Leo dude. He sparred
Dude,
Angelo
okay, yeah,
Leo.
but Nick
You
Ball
didn't
is
know it was
Because,
Adam
but
Lopez,
yeah,
nigga.
Leo's a natural was a
Nick
22
Nick
pounder
Ball
before,
is
so I could
pretty
agree with
rough
that
though,
too.
man. He's a rough guy.
No,
It's the other 2 I don't have faith in at
Angelo
all.
is knocking him out. And Angelo, I'm certain that
Wait, knocking out Inoue?
it's knocking
Chill
him the
out.
fuck out.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying the other way around. I was confused
Yeah.
for a minute. But yeah, I can't like the Espinoza fight is one I just think is just a 0 chance of winning. The Ray Vargas fight, I feel like people are just saying like what's it called? Because Ray Vargas is boring or because he holds a lot. But I saw the Nick Ball fight, and at least for that like first, I want to say 6 or 7 rounds, I really didn't see Nick Ball do a lot. Like he was struggling to get closer and like land meaningful
Ray,
punches.
Ray
Like,
was fighting in that fight. Like he was scrapping.
and
He was
take in
throwing
mind that was
combinations.
how much of a layoff was that? Like what, a year or two?
A year and a half, bro.
And yeah, a year and a half, and coming off of a loss, he did that to Nick Ball. I don't know where people are getting Ray
He
Vargas's
won.
ass
They
and
robbed him.
easily
He
to
he
what's
won
it
that
called?
fight too.
run him
But
over. I
keeps
never got that.
everybody
Nah,
keeps
nah.
saying he's supposed to fight Figueroa,
That's
and
not
then
that's not why they say Ray is ass. People don't say Ray is ass because he can't fight. They say Ray is ass because he box. That's why they say that. Because he move around and box. Like the best Ray Vargas, the best version of that fighter, he moving lateral, staying behind his jab. He not like Raphael, bro. That's why they say he ass, because he box. He move around, box. And let's be real, that dude looked like a thumb that's been in the pool too long, bro.
God
He look,
damn it, Jules. What the fuck,
yo,
man?
he do be like,
Shit.
you know, when you be in the bathtub too long and your shit just shrivel like that. He look like that.
Yeah,
That's why they be
What's wrong with
trashing
it,
him,
Jules?
B.
Come
Vargas kind of
on.
looks like my foreskin.
Yo, see,
Yo, bro, why the fuck do we
All
need
right.
to know
All right.
this, bro?
we
Yeah,
didn't
no,
need to,
goddamn
Come
it.
on, B.
we
Anyway,
did
The
I
we
thought
didn't need
Jules,
to
I thought you
know
were
that.
gonna say he looked like a fucking burned up hot dog.
Bro, he looked like dehydrated Zerto, bro. He looked like if a motherfucker let all the air out of Zerto, you get Ray Vargas, bro.
Oh damn.
Vacuum sealed Zoro Ramirez.
Yeah, for real, for emergencies, bro. You keep it in the crisper. You put him in the crisper. In the but he's sun dried Zerto, bro. Ray
nigga
Vargas.
Sun-Dried Zerto's now Ray Vargas.
Just
What
add
the fuck
He
is
water.
wrong with you
for
niggas,
real,
man?
yo.
That doesn't help, son.
Don't you see
What
Ray
is
got
wrong with
Ray got too much fucking hair, bro? You don't notice that shit? Like, yo, you got hair for somebody that's wow bigger than you, bro. You got wow hair. That's sun dried. That's his secret identity, sun dried Zerto, bro. You got like a little
What
thing.
the fuck is wrong with this nigga,
Go
son? Something
down
wrong with
and
this
box
nigga,
at
son.
featherweight, bro.
You
But
crazy,
shut
Jules.
no,
Really
but
wrong with
on some real shit, Ray is a good fighter. All jokes aside, he is a good fighter. He actually just like Ray said, this dude came off like over a year of inactivity, but he was able to hang tough. Like he was winning rounds
because he
against
was
Nick
at the
Ball, bro.
PBC. The real reason why people didn't fuck with Ray because he was with the PBC for real.
No, that's not why. It's because that's not why. It's because as soon as Emmanuel called him out before he left to the PBC, Emmanuel called him out, then he went to the PBC. Remember they was at the same weight? He was both champions at the same weight. Ray had the BC. Nava had the BO. He said, "Yo, we can fight out. He has my number if he want to." That's what he said. And after that, that's when news broke that he signed to the PBC. And he wasn't doing a whole. Well, I ain't gonna say that because he did become a champion over there. I'll give him that. I'll give
You
him
know what's
that.
Yo, you
fucked
know,
up? I might have actually taken what's it called, Ray to win that fight, to be honest.
You think so? I
Yeah,
don't
because
think he.
like if you look at it, what's it called? Ruben Villa was outboxing him. Ruben Villa has smaller arms and is a smaller guy, and he was outranging the what's it called, the bigger guy in Navarrete.
Yeah,
What
but
if and Navarrete sucks against guys that are big?
Nava did break him down eventually, though, bro. He
No, he
did.
didn't. What do you what? Go watch the fight.
Bro, Ruben, he started. I remember that fight. He started
He had
piecing
a
up Ruben
good
Villa.
he had a good like 4 rounds, and then like for like middle rounds to on, it was like Ruben Villa making it a very boring but like effective fight.
Bro, I'll tell you
no,
this.
I
I
didn't.
don't think
I didn't
I said it
officially
already.
approve.
I don't think Ray gonna beat Brandon if they do fight.
I
Oh
know,
I
yeah,
don't.
man.
no,
I don't
nah,
think
he's
Ray
gonna
gonna
get
beat
bum rushed.
Brandon.
No,
I
he'll
know.
be Brandon.
Now, Brandon,
Bro, watch that Nick Ball
I'm
fight.
telling
Everything
you,
he did in that
Ray
Nick
not
Ball
used to
fight,
fighting
exactly.
people.
He needs to
Ray
get
is not
Brandon.
used to
It's
fighting
nothing.
people his height, bro. A dude his
No,
height that's
it's
gonna throw
related.
punches and bunches. He not used to that.
Health
He you go.
related.
Bro, what are you doing, bro?
Hearing about that fight forever. Is that even for?
He's cutting in and out.
Yeah, like
God damn it.
that motherfucker talking in his sleep. but but I got Brandon, and I don't like Brandon. I don't have a high opinion of Brandon. I think he sucks. But because he's tall and Ray is used to being the tall one, I think Brandon gonna win.
Really,
Wait, is that
really.
fight actually next? Like it's on the schedule and everything?
I mean, it's yo, I don't know who you making love to, bro.
To a robot, apparently.
But is it
Yeah,
actually on the
cause
schedule?
hold on. I gotta find out what's going on with Chris. Chris, who you mumbling sexy shit to, bro?
No, that was my mom. My bad, bro. It was my mom.
You mumbling sexy shit to your mom, bro? You
No, no,
Hey,
no, no. We were
yo.
having a. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't
What's
play with
wrong
me,
with
bro.
this guy, bro?
Don't fucking play with me.
And Chris, do you
He's sick. I swear he's
Chris,
sick.
We've gone full
No,
circle
because
here, man.
it sounded like he was like, no, because I really want to touch you.
Nah, you wildin'.
Baby, I just want to touch
You're wiping
Joe,
out.
stop that shit.
You're doing
You're
too
wiping out.
much, yo.
you. Shout out to
Don't
Julius.
play with me, though. Chill
Shout
with that.
out to Julius Armstrong. Ray Vargas, I got Espinoza,
Okay,
bro.
that's easy. Espinoza,
That's an
obviously.
easy one.
But
But
I got Ray versus Figueroa, bro. I'm
nah,
sorry.
I,
I'm
Joe's
going
not
Ray.
that good, guys. What,
nah.
like, bro, that nigga can take way too much. He's not that good.
Who you
He's
talking
not
about,
that
Brandon?
good.
I don't
Brandon
think, bro.
sucks,
You not
bro.
understanding. I don't think Brandon is good at all. Like that dude is trash. But the one thing he has that I think Ray has not seen is Ray not used to dealing people that's the same height as him, bro. He not. He's at every weight he's ever been. He was a beanpole. 122, 126. He's beanpole, bro.
You
It
do
doesn't
132
matter.
when
It
you fought
doesn't
Shaq
matter
Austin,
because
too.
Brandon's in front of you. He's not even using his height for real. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's
but
smothering
because
his
it yeah,
punches.
but because of the volume of punches that Brandon throws, that he throws, and I agree that like his shot selection is garbage. Like he sucks, bro. But because he's tall and he throws a lot of punches, yeah, I think because remember,
Yeah.
Nick Ball is tiny, right? He's tiny dude, and he was
Mhm.
still able to keep up with Ray. He was still keeping on him. If you couldn't shake and bake the little man, you're not gonna shake and bake the big man. You're not.
I
Look
don't
how
know.
Nick Ball is structured, bro.
I saw him winning most of the
That's a
rounds with
stocky,
Nick
strong
Ball. I
motherfucker.
thought they robbed him.
In the beginning,
No, I thought
not
they
Nick,
robbed him clear. I
bro.
saw him win that fight. And everything he did to Nick Ball in that fight, he could do that to Figueroa.
No,
He could beat
because it's a bigger
Nah.
guy. It's a
nah
bigger guy.
the way Figueroa fights, it won't matter. I'm telling you.
No, it will because here's the thing. You think that's the case, but just being bigger, like your punches don't need to take 12 years to travel to a guy like Nick Balls do. Like Nick
Yeah,
Ball has
like
to dead ass jump to find somebody.
he has two fights. It's a fight for him just to get close enough to hit you. Then he has to try to hit you. Brandon don't have that problem. He got ring coverage. He don't need to be close to you to touch you with a punch.
Vargas could literally do the bully thing where he just puts a hand on Nick Ball's head and Nick Ball's just swinging hooks that don't hit him.
Little
Like, come
the
on now.
scrappy do shit. The scrappy do. He could
Oh, you
yeah.
wrong for that, man.
Let me at him. Let me at him. I'll splat him. He could do that shit.
I mean, he
You
did
know what I
that
mean?
But oh wait, I was gonna say this because I was looking at the rankings and what's it called? Jesus, Carrington is gonna be fighting like Segawa soon. I'm pretty sure that's like a 2-3 or 3-4, 3 versus 4 type of fight, and it's for the WBC. So you think they're actually gonna like just say like, hey man, look, position the guy to like fight,
Brandon already has the interim though, bro. He already has the interim.
but he hasn't fought Ray yet, and that's kind of weird.
And no, and the other thing that's weird is I heard he's fighting Pitufo Diaz, not Ray Vargas.
Yeah, you're gonna fight a top ranked fighter. That's odd.
You know what I mean? I don't know. But we ain't heard nothing about Ray at the same time. What is Ray doing? The only thing I heard about Ray, and this was recent as 2 weeks ago, is he's in the market for a new trainer, and he was in Florida. That's the last thing I heard about Ray
No,
Vargas.
another Ismail
No, he's
Sawas
actually in
student.
Florida trying to establish a connection.
Damn, what the fuck?
Yo, where are you, bro?
There goes Chris with the shitty
I'm at
ass
home,
ring.
bro. The fuck?
You
Nah,
sounded
my
mad
mic
far away, bro.
You sounded like you're in outer space.
Yo, Ray's in Miami to find a new connect. That's what he's.
But Chris, the last thing I heard from a very good source is he's in the market for a trainer. He was in Florida not that long ago.
Oh shit! So damn, that's
Yeah, I mean,
that's that on that.
Hey, Jules, real quick, after the performance he had this weekend, do you make that Pacheco versus Mbili fight?
I would give Pacheco. Pacheco has the right style for Mbili. He has the right style. He needs rounds. I would wait 2 more fights to make that one.
Billy beats the shit out of Pacheco now.
He could, yeah. The shit is he could that if you can't manage that distance and he gets in, yeah, you're in trouble. You got to learn how to
I will.
manage that distance.
You know,
I,
honestly,
Strong.
I don't see it in Pacheco, bro.
No,
He
I
could
see
beat
it.
he could beat Berlanga, but after that, bro, I
I
don't
think
see it.
no, wait. I think in 2 to 3 fights he could beat Munguia. Yeah.
I
Oh,
think he
Yeah.
could beat
I,
him now. To be
I have
honest,
a
I don't know.
question.
I don't really know
oh,
who
And
he's fighting.
There go
nah,
Ray
you
on
doing
his
too
Ray
much.
shit. Nah, he'll beat him now.
Hey,
Nah, he ain't gonna beat him now,
hold
bro.
on.
But
I got a
I'm just
question.
saying.
Can Pacheco fight on the inside?
No.
no, not that good
No,
Nah,
he
because he got
can't.
them long arms. That's why it's hard for him. He got them
That's
long
what I'm saying.
arms.
I don't see it, bro.
Nah, he got something good. He just has to learn how to man. What he needs is to learn to manage the distance better because you're not that good on the inside, and you're not gonna be. You got them long ass arms. It's a hindrance fighting in close quarters with them long ass
And a better
arms.
trainer, bro.
yo, you know who
Well,
he
yeah,
needs to
that
get?
too.
He needs to get Rudy Hernandez because one thing I like
Oh,
saw about
Manny
Nakatani that I
Robles.
like was like
Mm.
even though he's tall, like yo, if I remember what was like, I think it was Maloney that kept trying to get close to him. That dude got hit by like 50,000 uppercuts from like close range.
You talking about
Like I
Gento?
think he needs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I
Yeah,
think what's it
Junko.
called?
Yo,
Pacheco
Rudy's a
needs some of
damn
that.
good trainer, bro.
Honestly, yeah,
Rudy's a
for a dude that's long and limber for his division, he's damn good on the inside. Like shit. All y'all motherfuckers need to take notes. Cause he tall for them weights, man. But
Yo,
he
I'm
can
gonna ask you a question, Jules. Why do you think Rudy Hernandez didn't get the same push like Abel Sanchez or fucking Robert Garcia? He's as good as all of them too.
honestly
Because
it's
he's been in the UFC for a long time. He hasn't really dedicated himself to being a trainer strictly in
And he's
boxing.
been in boxing for a
no,
while
but
too,
no,
though.
but also no, but also it boils down to who you're training, bro. You know, Abel had the star Kazakhstan from Karaganda, Kazakhstan. It's who you training, bro. All the press Derek James got was because of Spence, bro. Not to say
And
he's a bad trainer or anything like that, but a lot of the press you get as a trainer is based on what the fighter does, bro. It's the way it
and what's it
is.
called? Rudy's whole thing was like training guys in Japan. That's what him and Salas were known for the most part of their like careers. Well, still now to be honest.
Yeah, Salas was a great trainer for a very long time, but he was over there. Exactly. He was over there with dudes, bro. They wasn't gonna talk about him over here. Over here, all you gonna hear about is Derek James, Ronnie Shields, Freddie Roach, who else? Virgil Hunter for a time because of Andre Ward. But
Ray Rozier.
uh,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Mm.
now the other thing is with some fighters you have a bigger margin of error. Like you can make mistakes in camp and even in the fight because there's certain attributes of the fighter. For example, Abel Sanchez, he had Gennady Golovkin. Maybe at the beginning of his career, even if he fucks up, even if he has bad advice for Golovkin, Golovkin can take a fucking shot.
Yeah,
So it's not gonna fucking lose because he fucked up in the middle of the round. Because he's ultimately
yeah.
he's gonna knock him the fuck out. But
No,
with other kind of guys, for example, with the Devin Haney, yeah, you need to be a very good fucking trainer because if you made a mistake with Devin Haney is gonna fucked up.
put it this way. It's what Leo said. Now compare. See, you got Golovkin, you got a fine specimen. But when Gassiev was in there looking like shit, go back and watch that fight with Usyk, bro. Abel was like, you gotta do something. Like he was mad as shit, bro.
Not
I can't
I
say that's
remember it was
I
like
can't say that's more on
Alexis
Usyk than anybody else
uh,
because
not because
I'm telling you this, Usyk has done put everybody in the motherfucking trick bag. Something
Yo,
about this
I'm not yo, no,
sacrifice.
you not understand. I know it's just that for the people that would look at a Golovkin and say, wow, Abel is such a great trainer, those same people are not gonna look at Gassiev and come to that same conclusion. They're not.
Like, god damn, Abel, what the fuck?
They
Like,
go
no, to
that's what
be
I'm saying.
fair, I think it was
Yeah,
Alexis or something. He was like, "Yo, I don't rate Abel as a trainer because I remember one time he was in the corner with Golovkin, and he really said, "Yo, you know what you got to do, bro? You have to attack, bro." And then he came back the next corner and said, "Attack more." I was like, "Yo, if that actually happened,
yo,
Yo,
on some real
just
like
hit
on
him,
some
bro.
yo, bro,
Just
on
hit
some
him.
no, and not for nothing. Once again,
what the fuck,
it's not
bro?
taking a piss, but for the level of accord that he got as a trainer, Virgil Hunter was overrated. They're like, well,
It's
you
trash.
train a
Extremely
great
overrated,
you
bro.
train a great
He couldn't
fighter,
get
so it's
Andre Berto
people.
to beat Jose. He couldn't get Andre Berto to beat Jesus Soto Carras.
That's
The
what I'm
fuck
saying.
are you
That
talking about?
when you got an Andre Ward in the stable, and I'm not trying to knock him to say he's bad. I'm just saying that people no, I would not put Virgil in the same conversation as Freddie Roach. I would not. I would not.
You
I
can't.
would not.
Ronnie
You
I
can't.
Shields
would not
too,
put.
bro.
I
Ronnie
would not
Shields.
put Virgil in the same conversation with Robert Garcia. No, I wouldn't. I would not. Mm-mm. He's you know,
You know the
I'm not
best
saying he's a
trainer that can
bad
train
guy.
damn near every.
I'm
You
not
know the
saying
best trainer.
I'm not saying he's a bad guy, but I'm like, yeah, y'all looking at Ward like he gonna turn Amir Khan into
Hey,
Ward. He is not.
you know who we
He's
have to
not.
start adding to that list? It's getting to that point now. Sugar Hill. He's ass.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, what
He's
you
not
mean?
as brand. He's
No,
not.
wait,
He's
wait,
not. He's
we gotta
not as
slow.
fucking
Wait a minute. You shut
Manny.
your
He's not
ass up.
Manny Stewart at all.
You shut your ass up. I've been put him on that list. I said that, like, yo, have y'all noticed that Sugar Hill Stewart's fighters keep
Every time.
fucking losing?
Every time.
Keep
Every
fucking
time.
losing, bro.
Every time I see him in the corner,
I've
they
been
getting fucked up.
I said that before the Fury fight. That I'm like, another reason I think Fury. Yo, Sugar got the jinx, B. He
Bro,
in the funk or
he had
something.
those two Wilder
Can,
fights with Fury, and that was it. That
can
was
I
it.
say something about, Julius, and people on the panel? I have been a very big Golovkin fan. And I do remember what happened with Abel Sanchez, and that Golovkin give him the kick.
Mm-hmm.
And how you guys said, quiet as cap. I think Abel Sanchez deserved that. He really, yeah. You know why? Because what happened immediately after the second Canelo versus Golovkin fight, because that fight was fucking close, and you have your trainer saying, "No, I think Canelo won." That shit, yeah, I will give him the kick
I'll
right
say,
away,
yeah, but you
fucking right
gotta
away.
wait a minute. You gotta look at the whole picture. See, you gotta understand. You notice, everybody on the panel notice. For many, many years in Europe, Golovkin was a hot potato. He had no marquee value. People don't want to fight him, right? Abel gave you something that helped you cross over. He gave you the Mexican dramacho style. All of that shit that they used to market you, that came from Abel. It did. You don't get to be the. You don't get to be. You don't get to have Mexicans for Golovkin, Big Drama Chow. You don't get none of that without Abel. You owe him. So he made a mistake. You owe him, bro. You owe him. And
So
you
he
went to
owes him bread, or what
Yeah,
do you mean? Like
no,
Gennady
no, no,
tipped
no.
him in
That
some bread?
give him grace, bro. You know how you give your family grace. You know you got sister, you got family people. They might fuck up. You give them grace. Like yeah, they fucked up, but you know I'm a rock with them. They fucked up because you went over to Jonathan and started looking really fucking weird. Remember he went to Jonathan
yeah,
Banks? That shit, that he looked weird with like, yo, what are you
He
doing?
looked too bad.
That too, that too, Jules. But I think honestly, after that second fight against Canelo, where he, didn't get the decision, I think he got kind of disillusioned with the game. You could just see it. Like you
No,
could just see
the
that he
first
had.
fight. No, the first fight is what disillusioned him. The first fight. Every look, I'm a huge Canelo fan, right? Canelo
Wait a
lost,
minute.
man. He fucking
He did.
lost. He lost. Clear as day.
He sucked.
Yo, my scorecard that night was 8-4. 8-4. Why do I think Canelo beat you? For the same reason I think you beat Lara. It was a role reversal. The reason I felt Canelo beat Lara was because you're the guy on the front foot pressing the issue. This guy's back is on the ropes most of the fight. You're throwing most of the punches, and he's really just running. Oh, well, that's what you were doing with Golovkin. That's what you were doing. I had an 8-4 Golovkin.
But you know they weren't going to keep it fair and objective when it came down to Canelo. We all know that was going. You all know that was going to happen.
Now, the second fight,
Unfortunately,
I give it to Canelo. The second fight, yeah, I give it to Canelo. What? You're pressing the action. You're forcing him back. Could you have scored it for Golovkin? Yeah, you could, but who's getting backed up? You or
What,
Canelo?
what did you
You.
guys score the Lara fight?
I don't remember that. I don't remember what I
I think I
scored that.
scored it either a
it could have
draw
been
or
7-5
7-5
either
Lara.
way, but I got Laura. But whatever.
no, I have Canelo. I did
It
score.
was it was close, but it was like
I
it
had I
it was
had
just
Laura,
slightly more effective for Lara.
I had Laura by a round.
For me, that fight. Look, if you are connecting combinations to the body with hard body shots, there wasn't single punches. There were three fucking shots to the body, one to the head. Yeah, it's
Calera's
difficult
1 and 2.
to let one
Yeah,
is,
but Lara
Yeah, but
didn't
The
this
shit is,
Lara
but
land
no,
more
but the shit
punches
is
on
no,
him.
but I'm gonna say this also. Timing. This was in the era where every Sugarfoot fighter is getting glazed because because their style might resemble Floyd's to some people. So that's why I look at that. Because I remember when I was watching a fight, the only thing I kept thinking is, "Yo, este cubano is not doing enough. You're just running.
Yeah.
You're
I do
just
remember
running."
hearing that. I was in the gym and I was talking to my man Ronnie, and we came up with the same thing. If Lara would have let his hands go a little bit more, I think they would have
You
had to
you
give
can't
it to
you
him
yeah
because
you can't get on the stage. The real thing is that you gotta be a realist. You know the money is behind him. You think you're gonna win a decision doing this shit? Okay. Good luck.
good luck, bro. Yo, but like, Paul Williams really beat Lara, right?
Nah, Laura beat
Nah, that
Paul,
was a
man.
I'm
Come
robbery.
with
on,
you.
man. Come on,
No, he
man.
almost
Like
killed
Laura
Paul
beat Paul.
Williams.
You know what I'm
He
saying? He
almost
beat
killed
the
that
shit.
man.
That's Laura's signature fight is the P Will fight, bro. That's his signature. That's how a
I
lot
don't
of
know
people
why
came to.
Paul. I don't know why Laura stopped fighting like that, bro. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, when Laura
Yo,
was fighting
Laura
like
could
that,
punch. That's the crazy shit about Laura can punch. Like, yeah, if
Punching
he
one
sit
time a
when
year.
when he sit on his
Frustrating.
shots, it's some power on him, but
he
you
be
know.
fucking niggas, bro.
Yo,
When
I want him to knock out Danny, bro. I want him to knock out like that'll be the
he
greatest.
putting Danny to sleep. He putting Danny to sleep.
I hope, bro. I
That
hope, bro.
motherfucker's getting a
Yo,
title
bro, you
shot.
know
He's
what?
had
You
one
know what
fight in
Jarrett Hurd said? Yo,
6 years.
that was the hardest punch I've ever faced.
He
I
can't
That
hope
make
guy,
it
he
through.
built
I
out some
hope
shit.
Laura finds the only communism punch in the history of communism, bro.
I
And
ain't
he
gonna
just
lie.
hits Danny with all that pain of all the communism. That'd be fucking great, bro.
I
Yo,
hope.
bro, like I'm still surprised. Like, how the fuck did they give Danny Garcia the win over Mauricio Herrera in Puerto Rico? That was
Bro,
so
but come on,
fucking
you know
fast.
why? Come on now. Shout out to Pedro Pantero. Pacheco may be a little weak on the inside, but can still adjust better than most with twice as many fights. Yeah, I think he has. I think he's good personally. I like Pacheco. I don't know. I don't know why. Who hating on Pacheco? I think that's Michael. Who always hating on people. Shout out to Pedro. Trainer is as good as his fighter and as good as his ability to realize that short-term sanctioning fee could be that short-term death, not ice. But for real, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like Lara, he got some shit. When he want to punch your ass, he will. See what he did to
Remember the
Cornflake
no, not even that fight. Remember the fight with what's it called? The guy that Canelo beat, like slow puncher.
Angulo.
Uh,
Angulo.
Yeah,
El
broke
perro
that dude's
Angulo.
fucking orbital bone.
Yeah, yo,
Fucked his whole shit out of whack. And he fucked up his brother too. He beat the shit out of his brother. Older brother.
But he's not
Wait,
nothing though.
who beat the shit? Lara beat the shit out Canelo, brother, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that was a couple of years ago. I remember that. The one with the ball spike. He ain't had to whoop his ass like that. That's not fair,
The
bro.
one
Yeah,
that
he didn't have to beat down Ramon for losing to Canelo.
I'm
you're
fucking up
talking
a
about
Canelo one way or another.
you're talking about that brother that doesn't look anything like Canelo.
You know who he looked like? He looked like Peoples in Shaft. You remember Peoples in Shaft?
Oh,
What is
I
wrong
remember
with you,
Prince.
Peoples.
son?
I
Yo,
remember
yo,
Peoples.
that Alvarez brother, he don't look like Peoples in Shaft. He looked like
Nah,
Peoples, bro.
he didn't have the pencil beard though, Jules.
No, but he had the hairline, bro, like
Someone's
the
about to
V.
die. So.
Oh yeah, but he didn't have the pencil beard though.
Oh
So this
shit.
motherfucker said this is a Mexican Jeffrey Wright. You piece of shit.
Yeah,
I,
for real,
I
yo.
remember. I remember Peoples, man. That shit's hilarious.
Yo, he played that role so good. I really thought he was Dominican, bro. I
Yeah,
really
he
thought.
did.
Shout out to Jeffrey Wright, bro. He's a dude, bro. That's a dude right
Like,
there.
Well, he's
Nah,
from New
but you know
York,
who played a
Jules.
good
He probably
role?
grew up around enough
Fucking
Dominicans he could pull that shit off.
Yeah,
I'm from
yo,
DC.
the
I'm
yo,
clothes,
from
the
DC, actually.
haircut, the mannerisms. It's like, yo, I really thought he was
yo.
Dominican, bro.
RD,
Yep, yep, yep.
RDJ and Tropic Thunder. That shit got me. I had no idea that was Robert Downey Jr. when I
Yeah,
first
What?
saw
but
him. I had
I
no
mean,
idea.
can I say that I think Tropic Thunder's overrated?
It's
Yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
that's
You can
okay.
It's,
I'm
say
just
it's
it
talking
funny
about
now.
that
Whether we
sometimes.
character.
believe you or not is
I'm
another
just talking
story.
about
But
that
you can
character
say
alone.
it.
That's all I'm talking about.
Like to me,
Yo, Jeffrey Wright from
Super
DC,
bad was
dog.
funnier, bro. Super bad was funnier to
Nah,
me.
I'll tell you what. Yo, Anchorman is hilarious, bro.
Second Anchorman is hilarious when they
Yes, that
fighting
was
in the
more
parking
funny.
lot.
Yo,
That
that shit had me
shit got
crying.
crazy,
That shit had
Where'd
me
you get the hand
bro.
crying,
grenade?
yo.
I don't know.
They was getting well in that parking lot, B.
I stabbed a dude with a pitchfork. I saw that. You're gonna have to leave the country.
Oh shit.
No, but the thing about Tropic Thunder is because Superbad is a straight up comedy. Tropic Thunder is more of a parody. It's
Watching this shit in Chile?
If, what?
You were watching this shit in Chile? What the fuck?
Why not?
Bro,
Yeah, they watch it.
Yeah,
How come
Chris,
just
they
watch soap
release the
operas,
movies
bro?
worldwide
Chris,
now, bro.
there's
What,
this
what
thing.
do you
Well,
think
no,
I
Chris,
live
wait, Chris. There's this thing called the internet that
Bro,
You did.
allow
that's
you
that.
to.
That's that New York
And
education
on the
system, bro.
internet, they have this thing called Netflix. So
Yeah, you
Did,
can
did,
watch
did,
movies from other
You are just so
countries.
wrong for that.
did you hear what
No,
Pablo said? That's the
Jules,
New
but they
York.
actually release them shits around the same time they do here in America. It's
No,
not like they wait like months and months.
no, the shit is Chris over there thinking that fucking Leo has a rotary phone. The shit
He actually thinks Leo has
Joe,
a TV with rabbit ears still.
Yeah, man.
yeah, I think they do. I bet that's what he did. Like, what?
Poor Leo. Chris is living in the Stone
well,
Age.
time to
shit.
activate the old dial-up.
No. Let me
Oh
let me
shit.
say this. For all that third world shit country that I get, my microphone never has cracked up.
That's facts. He's cooking. He's cooking. He's
Oh,
cooking.
Leo
Yo,
struck
I
back.
ain't
Leo,
gonna
you
lie,
been
Chris. Don't
cracked
take
up
that shit,
plenty of
yo.
times,
Fight
bro.
Oh,
What
back.
you talking
Chris,
about?
Yo,
fight
he
my
back,
clapped
God.
bro.
back.
It's like
B,
the
he
second
clapped back.
episode of Star Wars. Leo strikes back.
Yeah, I
Leo
get
strikes
that all the
back, huh?
time, Pedro. That I look like Radamez and Juice. I've been hearing that shit since I was a
No, you look
kid,
like
B.
Tio Senior, bro.
Yeah, that's
Yo,
who
suck
though?
my
Like, what
dick,
the
B.
fuck?
Bitch
God angry. Why you back, kid? Tell me why you back, kid.
Yo,
Oh,
listen. Anyway,
shit.
the shit is yeah, I don't know. I thought like I noticed that a lot of people liked the Tropic Thunder, but it didn't move me, bro.
Nah, me neither. But the
That
RDJ
shit was
parts were
funny,
funny.
man.
Nah, the RDJ parts were funny. I ain't gonna lie.
And
Mm.
it's
Yo,
also it's
Hey,
Ben
hey,
Stiller. Ben
hey,
Stiller has a particular way to do
yo,
comedy.
you know what I recently
Yo, read that.
Leo still
Leo's
the
still
using the
bar.
using the
black
black box
box
to
to
stream
stream
pay-per-views.
You remember that shit?
I remember the black box. I totally
Oh
remember that.
shit.
Nah,
Hey,
you know what I
Jules.
recently watched that was actually funny? I never watched it. What's that movie called? There's something about Mary. That
That was a
movie was
funny
actually
movie.
funny.
That's
That
No,
a
was
that
cool
movie
funny.
movie.
was funny. That movie was funny.
Hey, Jules.
I was
Lucius says Rafael Espinoza and Roberto Ramirez rematch has been ordered. I guess it's not.
yeah,
Wow.
I heard that. That's for later on this year. I heard that.
I ain't gonna lie,
I don't
I could go for a rematch though. They
I want
scrapped.
it's time, bro. Like they
No, it's
need
time for unifications, bro.
Yeah, like
126,
it's
bro.
time, bro. Like it's been 4 champions at that weight forever. Like yo, when the
Like four
fuck y'all
years. No,
going?
no joke. There's been four champions at that weight for 4 years.
Yeah, like y'all gotta. It's too much. And the worst shit is that the network relationship is there. Nick Ball is with Frank. Frank does business with Bob. They cool. Bob, 2 of the belts is on your side because you got options on Angelo Leo for the next 2 fights, and you got Rafael. Before that, you had Luis, but Luis wasn't unifying shit. That's why I'm glad Luis lost because he was gonna wait for Inoue. He wasn't gonna unify anything. He was gonna wait for Inoue. That's what he was talking
That's what
about.
happens when you wait for people. You get a small brain bleed in your fucking scalp, nigga. You fighting for your
Yo, he
life.
ain't never gonna be the same neither, Chris. He
No,
not.
for,
Not after
and,
that. Not after that.
Yeah,
no.
man.
Wait,
You know,
fuck Mark.
in lieu of the fact that it's not going to be any unification fights, I don't mind Robesi and Espinoza again because that was a good fight.
It was a good fight, but I'm ready to move on, bro. Like I want to see Rafael. I think Rafael is the top seed in that division. I think you could give him good odds to beat everybody there.
Mm-hmm. I
He
think
could
so
be
too.
undisputed. He could be undisputed. Just get him the
I think so
fights.
too. Ain't gonna get him the fights, bro.
And then if he becomes undisputed, he gonna have all them Mexican fans fucking with him. Then they will be the ones that build up any Nui fight between the Japanese fans and the Mexican fans.
Ah,
Now you got to fight. Now you got to fight. That is worth coming to America for. But if y'all not gonna do that, I don't give a shit about none of y'all. Let him stay over there. If y'all not gonna do what y'all need to do, let him stay over there. Cause what y'all want to do is wait online one by one. Like, nah, that we not doing that. Fuck out of here. We not doing that. You
Super
bugging.
middleweight all over again with Canelo. Nah.
Exactly. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
You know who else could become undisputed? I think
who?
so. Liam Paul. He's the best at 140. He beats everybody at 140, bro.
Yeah. Yeah,
Everybody.
I could see that. I could see that.
He beats
He could beat
everybody.
Puelo. He could beat Puelo. You
He
think he
beat the
beats
shit out
Tio?
of him. Yes. Beats
That's
the shit out of that
bold.
little
That's
boy.
bold. You
Beats
think
the
he
shit
beats
out that little
Tio?
boy. He beats the shit out that
Stop
little boy.
Theo.
Wow.
I think he stops that
Wow.
motherfucker, boy.
You
Bro,
think he
I'm
stops
telling you.
Tio? You're not talking shit. You being real. You think he stops him?
I'm telling
Yeah.
you, he undisputes 140. If you get him the fights,
You know why I think
he
he
could do.
stops Theo?
He's the most complete at 140. Well, the
I
closest to being
agree. I
complete.
agree. I
He could
agree.
box. He could
He could
scrap. He
punch.
can punch in combinations. He's got power. He can do it all.
Who is
He
it?
has
Like,
good
Puelo?
in and out
Who is it? Who is
crossover. He
it,
has good
y'all?
mid range game.
It's Puelo,
He shoot the ball.
Tio, Bottle, and who
Devin
else?
and Devin.
Devin don't got a belt no more.
He is vacant.
No, he's a champion in recess. Puelo has his belt.
Oh, okay. Uh,
It's Puelo, Tio, Bottle, and
Rayo,
who?
It's Puello,
Rayo,
motherfucker.
Rayo.
Rayo. He got the BA, right. Yeah. I could see that. I could see Bottle
Like
Ralph
beating
he
all
finna,
them
undisputed.
dudes.
Ralph finna lose that belt, y'all. I don't think.
Bro, he gonna give it up to the Japanese kid. I'm telling y'all, the
No,
Japanese kid that fought on Tuesday, right? I'm telling you, they're gonna press the WBA, right? The WBA is gonna oblige them. They're gonna put Rayo on the spot.
no, they won't.
Rayo gonna fight Tank at 35.
I'm telling
That's
you,
what's gonna
they
happen.
they gonna Tank gonna fight him at 140.
I don't think so.
The belt. You
I
know
don't
the
think so.
WBA belongs
WBA
to
got sway with the PBC, Jules.
WBA
Remember that?
belongs to Tank, bro. It just does. It's like the WBC
Yeah,
with
but the
Canelo.
WBA, does a lot of business in Japan too. They've been doing business in
Mm.
Japan since Ryota Murata.
What brings them more money?
Not Rayo.
But Tank.
Remember, it's two belts, bro. It's two. You think Rayo can't get down to 135 for Tank? And you think Tank not going to weight stipulation him?
Mm,
That's a fact. He is.
we
He
had
I'm
Jake
will.
telling you,
He
that's
will.
what I'm
Paul.
This fight
telling
wouldn't
you.
be Diego Santos, bro.
The most likely scenario is they push for that fight for Hiroki, right? They push for it, and Rayo get up out of there. Like, nah, I ain't staying up here. You can have that. I ain't staying up here.
Did he stop Barroso or decision him?
He stopped him, bro.
Oh shit! When?
He
Like
beat
in
the
what
shit
round?
out
What
of him,
happened?
bro.
What round?
Beating the shit. It was they didn't let him come out for the next round, is what I saw.
Well, like it was clearly a robbery. Like
Ah.
it was clearly a
AJ,
robbery.
how you doing there, nigga?
Bro, listen,
What
bro.
up,
So,
Chris? What up, Chris? How you
The
doing?
funny shit is AJ
what
just
the
not
hell?
jumping on as I'm about to get off here and go to sleep. That's the crazy shit.
Thank you for letting me on. I appreciate it.
I just wanted to say hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Nah, that's too
farewell.
rough for that,
Happy to
Jules.
say goodbye.
I see y'all. Yeah, is there any
All right.
fights this weekend?
No, I
Nah,
don't
bro,
think
we
so.
ain't
There's
got
no fights
shit,
this
yo.
weekend?
Nope.
We ain't
Nope.
got shit.
Oh wow.
Wait, no,
We ain't
there is
got
one card
The
in
Canelo
shit,
shit is that
bro.
next
New
weekend?
Zealand,
That's
Jules.
next weekend, right?
A New Zealand card.
Yeah, but Joseph Parker ain't on it. It's like a bunch of like nobody prospects.
No, who gives
Man,
a fuck
listen.
then?
You ain't have to say it like that.
No, who gives a fuck?
See
Yeah,
y'all on the
that's what
next
you
one, bro.